Hey. All right. You motherfuckers ready?
Hell yeah.
Dope. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, motherfuckers? Welcome to the Crocs and Hot Pocket Show. Today is Sunday, June 17th, 2018, and this is episode number 64. Today's show is a free-for-all episode, and I'm joined by Salty Sam, Middle-Aged Stream, and Mr. 42. Salty Sam, how are you today?
Doing great.
Middle-Aged Stream, what's crack-a-lackin'?
Oh, man. Feeling good.
Good shit. 42, what's up with you? And for the audio listeners, he dabs subtly. We're going to get to these guys in just a second. If you guys want to help support the show, ask a question, ask for advice, or give us any kind of feedback at all, feel free to leave a review for the podcast on iTunes. You can email me at crocs@knackers.com with whatever the fuck you feel like. And before we get started, we want to wish a very happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and a very happy not yet a father or not ever a father as well, because I know there's many people out there who have no desire whatsoever to have a little shit running around the house all the time. But that's okay. Everybody's, different strokes for different folks. All right. Some of us like to nut and bolt, and not have to worry about the responsibility of a child, but to each their own. All right. First, what we're going to do is go around the room, introduce you guys to everybody here on the show, give you their social media, where you can find them online. So, Salty Sam, let's start with you.
My name is Salty Sam. You can find me on Twitch at Salty Sam, Twitter at The Salty Sam, and Instagram at Salty All Day.
My name is Jimmy, aka Middle Age Stream. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram at Middle Age Stream, Twitter, Middle Age Stream. No D, because, you know why. All right.
You have no penis?
Yeah, that's why. No D. No D.
No D for me.
I'm Mr. 42. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitch at Mr. 42, and also on Twitter at Mr. 42 TV.
My name is...
I thought your name was Knackers. I didn't know your name was.
Well, that's all the ladies ever hear from me. This one lady. And it's more like, my name is Knackers. You guys can find me on this very channel, or you can find me on Twitter or Instagram. There is something sticky on the other side of my desk at Knackers with 3 A's. Real quick, before we get started, just to let you know, today is more of a recap episode of the E3 conference that happened this past week. We're going to kind of speed on through of what we've been up to. We're not going to touch on gaming news other than one particular product subject, and then we're going to jump into the E3 recap. You guys are more than welcome to shoot any of your thoughts in chat, or if you guys have any questions about our thoughts on any E3 topics we did not touch on, feel free to use the question command in chat, and we'll get to that at the end of the show. So, first of all, what are we drinking tonight, mother fathers?
I am having a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy, and following that up with 2 Bud Lights.
Yeah.
Instead of my normal one.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
I'm Dilly Dilly.
Dilly dally.
Dilly Dally. Dilly?
It's dilly.
Dilly Dilly. I'm drinking a it's actually says on the label the Whimsical series, a hibiscus saison.
Oh.
It's from Adelbear's brewery in Austin, Texas, and I have to tell you, it is a very nice summer beer, and it hits the spot. And I'm probably gonna have to run downstairs and grab another one because I think I've already drank 3/4 of this one. It's going down.
Saisons for summer, man. Gotta say.
Cold in like the special koozie that keeps it nice and frosty.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm also drinking a really nice summer beer for us. It's a same brewery I've been getting stuff from, Granville Island. Island Lager. And it's fucking delicious.
How's that
Really
fucking Ladger, bro?
Is that a
Lager?
Canadian beer?
Yes.
Is that Canadian? Is that because of your that you've decided to boycott American goods because we have a dumb president? Is that why?
Yeah, pretty much. Everybody, like my whole family, they've been buying like just Canadian products too, just because we're like fuck those guys, they're taking our stuff away.
God dang it!
They make my Amazon.
This fucking tail went like straight up your nose.
God,
Show did.
get out of here!
Please don't blame us for our president, okay? Most Americans.
Stupid ass pussy.
Okay. Please don't blame us. Please don't
No, I'm not, but I still if I have the opportunity, I'll support my economy before your guys's.
I understand that. I understand.
You can't blame us. It's not like our country has the ability to elect them or anything.
Nope.
I have 2 drinks with me today. The classic PBR in an ice cold can for one. And to get this second drink, I had to walk to the liquor store and find my nuts. I have here a glass of some Johnny Walker Black Label, chilled, because I'm not quite out of the pussy game quite yet, but it's there.
Whoa. Wow. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I am very impressed right now with you. I am actually almost without words.
That's a good thing.
You're sitting there with a chilled glass of Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
My man, you've like upped your game big time.
Look,
Big time.
it's ice cold, okay?
No, that's the way to do it.
I remember I went to Randy's house for a party probably over a year ago now. It's been a super long time. But he was like, "Hey, you want to do a shot?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, we'll do a shot." And this is what he had. And anytime I do a shot, immediately for me it's just gag reflex, body doesn't want it, gotta spit it out or chase it immediately.
Unless it's fireball, because there's gonna be some of that coming up. Yeah.
I can stomach Fireball or Malibu, Di Serono, all the pussy shit. Well, Fireball's not really pussy shit. Fireball's pretty good. And I remember doing a shot, and then I went to go run to grab for my chaser, and was overcome with the thought of I don't need a chaser. That was not bad at all. And that was lukewarm.
Yeah.
So I went to liquor store, picked it up. During a stream, probably last week, I was asking chat what kind of whiskey I should go pick up, like whiskey or scotch or bourbon to go pick up to sip on, and they gave me a bunch of recommendations. The liquor store didn't have any of them because they were all like out of state locals, and so I picked what I knew would taste all right. And I haven't taken a sip of it quite yet. It's been sitting there for a little while. I'll probably man up when nobody's looking, but I'm trying. I'm trying to
expand your horizons.
I am indeed, because I know that I'm missing out on a whole new world.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I'm drinking. All right, we're gonna sort of dilly through what we've been up to. I know some of you guys got some important things that have been going on in your life. So Salty Sam, we'll start with you, man.
I feel like, just judging by the script, my last couple weeks have been fucking insane for anybody who's been paying attention in Discord or on Twitter. Basically, like last time we were on the show, I talked about there's this house that's going to be going for sale, and we're going to try to go for it. We weren't really looking for houses. Like, we're perfectly comfortable. We just built a giant ass playset that took fucking weeks. We just fucking paid off the appliances that we just installed in the house. That was like $3,000 worth of appliances we installed in the kitchen. You know, we've been basically blowing money on this house this year in an effort to like clean it up and just make it more livable for us. And all of a sudden this house pops up down the street, literally maybe half a mile straight behind me. And it had land, and it was pretty, like the design was awesome. 2-story colonial style house built in 88. But it's 6.2 acres of nothing but fucking woods, and then maybe an acre of cleared land at the back right corner of the lot. And they stuck the house right there. So it's almost entirely wooded. There's not a neighbor for hundreds of yards. Like, you can't even see halfway up the driveway from the road, much less see the fucking house. Even in the winter, because it was never timbered. It's all like 300-400-year-old oak trees that are like this fucking big around. Like, it's awesome.
Question about that. When you get deliveries, Amazon, UPS, FedEx, do they drive it all the way up to your porch? They do? Wow.
Damn right. They're not leaving my shit on the street. Fuck them hood rats. I don't need that shit in my life. But that I was telling my old lady today, I said, that's gonna be the best part about this house. Like, nobody's gonna know when we get shit. Because you would have to be a dumbass to drive back in that driveway. It looks like a horror movie.
Yeah. Asking
The
for
whole
it.
way down. So we go, and I was like, I haven't done shit in years for houses. So the first thing I did was I called the agent who's listing the property, and I made an appointment to have them come look at my house so I could get an idea of what my house would be worth and get it comped and appraised and all that shit. And so the following week, the house we're looking at still not for sale, and it's not going to be for at least another week. And they come and they give me a fucking awesome number for my house based solely on the fact that I built a garage and halfway finished that out, and then the appliances and stuff like that. And I've done a lot of big things on this house. So like I replaced the entire air conditioning system, everything, new wiring, new line sets, new air handlers, the whole shit. The only thing I didn't change out was the ductwork itself. And then I've done the garage and got most of the inside of that completely finished. So they ended up telling me my house was worth like 250 grand, and I only owe like 140 on it. So by the time all the transfer fees and taxes and stupid shit, I mean, I could walk away from this house with 70, 80 grand in my pocket.
Yes.
Which is then now going to be dumped into the new house because I looked at it the same day they were here on a Tuesday. It wasn't going to go live until Friday night. So I went on Tuesday, then I went back on Thursday with the wife, and we looked again. And then we put an offer in this past Monday morning. And we found out Monday night that we got it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Two
It moves
offers
fast,
on the table.
man.
Well,
Moves fast.
and honestly, I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that this guy needs the fuck out of the house. He had some shit happen with him and his ex-fiance. She's not there anymore. And he's stuck with this fucking, like, I know what he owes on the house, and I know he didn't put any money down when he bought the house. So he's probably got like a $2,500 a month payment because he's got to pay mortgage insurance, and he's got to pay all the fucking utilities. And
Good God.
yeah, that's like almost 3 times what I pay for this house. So then ever since then, it's been non-fucking stop. I tore my entire bathroom apart and rebuilt it. I have gone through my garage like a quick run over, and tore out everything I need to take to the dump and the scrapyard and shit. I got an old car I had no title to picked up and gotten out of here. I've been packing, as you can see, like all the amps and shit. There's boxes fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
All that shit's going because they're coming like this. I've been referring to this week that's coming starting tomorrow as Hell Week. So I've already went to the mortgage people once and started all the paperwork. And now I have to go back. Now that the offer's accepted, I have to go back and actually put my loan application in so it can start the clock on getting into the new house. And I'm not supposed to close on this house until the end of July, like July 31st. But I'm going to try to get it faster because I want to get into that house regardless of whether I sell this house immediately or not. Because we are going to rip all the floors in the entire house minus the 3 bathrooms and the kitchen out immediately.
Jeez.
And put laminate through the whole house. And I'm going to pay somebody to come in and paint the entire fucking house top to bottom. And then there's one little project I want to work on.
Hang on. Wait. Did you just say you're going to pay someone else to do some work at your house?
Have you ever painted before? Fuck that. I don't need that in my life.
No, I know. I just thought it was funny.
I will build a fucking castle
Bro,
to the
hey,
sky, but I
Look,
cannot.
you're preaching to the
handle.
choir here. I'm just pointing out the obvious that we know how you are, and
Right.
the things that you like to do for yourself. And so
Oh,
for
yeah.
you to say I'm paying someone else to paint tells me, yeah, he's serious.
Yeah, I don't. Well, and there's two things for any of you out there house shopping or apartment shopping or anything shopping. There's two things you want to do the fucking moment you get a place before you ever step foot in that motherfucker. Floors and paint. Because if you want to replace the floors, you can paint and not have to give a fuck about what's there. Then you just rip it out and put your new shit down, and then you never have to move 800 pieces of furniture in order to fucking do anything in your house.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
No, that's smart.
I'm going to be taking money at like a loan against my 401k for the down payment, since we're not going to use the money from the sale of this house initially for the new house.
Mhm.
I'm going to take 20 grand out of that account, get some of my own money together too, put the down payment down. And then I'm going to, once we sell this house, instead of putting that 20 grand back in my 401k, I'm going to use that money to do all this shit right off the
Yeah.
bat. So I don't
No,
have to
dude.
fucking worry about it.
Smart moves. That's good, dude.
Sweet.
Happy for you.
So
Yeah.
that's, I mean, those, for me, those two things are things I'm never going to fucking change because I don't care about paint. And I don't really care about, like, I care about the floors being nice, but obviously not like $10,000 for hardwood nice.
Right.
I just
Right.
think like if I spend, because I know I've already done the math, I know it's going to cost me a minimum of $5,000 to do the floors in this house.
Right.
Minimum. Even with mid-grade fucking laminate, you're talking $250 a square foot, and this house is almost 2,000 square foot. So it's going to, plus installation and everything else. So I guarantee you it's going to cost me every bit of $5,000 or $6,000 to do the floors, but I'll never fucking touch them again.
Yeah, you'll never have to, right?
And like the whole point of it for me is, I mean, y'all have seen, anybody in the IRL channel in Knacker's Discord is a picture of the front of the house. It's a colonial style house, and I just think it would look amazing if it had the same woodish floors through the entire thing like a typical old colonial would have. So we're going to be doing that. And so back to this fucking hell week. So today was my last day of relaxation. Yesterday we hung out with my dad, but then I came home and worked from 9 o'clock until 1 in the morning on this room and the garage. I woke up this morning, we went out on the boat, we had a great day, blah, blah, blah. I come back tonight, I'm doing the show, and then as soon as this show goes off, tomorrow morning I have to go to the scrapyard, drop a bunch of shit off, go pick up a couple odds and ends for the house to fix little stupid shit. Like I got to get a new GFCI outlet for the kitchen. I have to get a new drain plug, a drain assembly for the shower. And then I'm going to pick up a trailer from my father-in-law's house, come back here, fill the entire fucking trailer up, go to a meeting with the fucking mortgage broker at 3,
Good God.
then work night shift. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Everybody froze on Skype for me.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, same.
Oh yeah, everyone did for me too.
Oh. Oh, God. Oh,
What's going on? What's happening?
Are we
I think
back?
we're, what the
I think we're back. Maybe.
Yeah.
Must be Skype.
Fucking
Jeez.
Skype.
Yeah. It's
So-
Weird.
Mortgage broker at 3 tomorrow. Work night shift Monday night. Come home Tuesday. Finish cleaning this entire house. Go back to night shift Tuesday night. Then Wednesday is going to be the worst one because I've already had, if you've been paying attention here, I'm on 3 days with no sleep at this point. And I have to come home, get my son ready, take him to daycare. I've got the home and the septic inspection at the new house at 9 a.m. Wednesday morning. Then I have pictures being taken at this house for the listing shit at noon. And then maybe I can take a nap.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If you're lucky.
Like this week is going to be hell. And then I'm basically just going to leave my desk alone because I've pretty much cleared out all the, other than obviously the big shit. I've cleared all the easily removable shit out of the way. And I'm just going to start packing and going through everything in this house and having it staged out in the garage so that when I get the fucking keys to the new place, I can immediately be ready to go.
You're gonna have a new backdrop for the webcam. This is gonna be scary. I don't know
and
if I like it.
It's going to be fucked because initially it's there. So you walk in the front door of the house and there's 2 living rooms. There's a living room here that has a fireplace and there's a living room here. And that's where my desk, the living room on the left is going to be where my desk is going to be, at least temporarily. Because I think what I'm going to end up doing is building that living room, splitting it in half and making an office and then extending the dining room
Okay.
area. So don't worry, people. There's still going to be at least 10 more years of content on Instagram. Because
Yeah, dude,
all the
document
bathrooms are
all of it.
fucking old. All the fucking cabinets. The cabinets have been replaced, but I don't know who picked them because it has this weird spiraled quarter round trim on the inside of the cabinet doors that is literally just like a fucking dust magnet. And it just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's the ugliest fucking cabinet I've ever seen. So, like, and
You gotta go.
also, there's going to be a lot of saving money to build another shop because that's already in the cards, at least in my mind. It might not be in my wife's. But I'm going to be going from having basically a 6-car garage to having a 2-car attached garage with 8-foot ceilings.
Oh, are you dead inside? Just thinking about it right now.
I was sitting out in the garage last night and I was just like, all this fucking money. But yeah, I mean, it'll probably be, I'm going to give it 2 years.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to build the next one even bigger.
Are you gonna have the Amish do it again?
Fuck yeah. All about that Amish life, bro. Can't you see?
Yeah. Yeah,
Hello,
you're
brethren.
buttering them up, getting ready for them.
Yeah, I just have to shave the mustache off because Amish guys don't have mustaches; they just have the beards.
Yep.
So I have a hat. I normally dress up as Amish for Halloween just because all I have to do is shave my mustache.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be like, "Hello, brethren, I needeth your help."
No camera phones.
Yeah. Don't worry about that ringtone that just went off. Totally not an Englishman.
I have a tiny accordion in my pocket that likes to go off every once in a while.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, obviously, these next couple months are going to be, for me, just hell on earth. But I think once we settle in, once we actually, the day after we move in and we can just decompress, you know, that first morning where I'm sitting out on the fucking upper deck porch, smoking a fucking cigar, chilling.
Yep.
I'm gonna be in heaven. It really is like I found myself in describing the drive up to the house the first time to my dad. I found myself describing it as if it was like heaven on earth. Like you just you go down this crazy steep driveway and you come back out the other side and the woods open up and there's just this house out by itself and it's fucking awesome. So this is going to be 100% the last house I ever buy. That's it. This is it.
Good.
This is the thing. So
good shit, man.
Super excited. And
Congrats, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
That's awesome.
it's gonna be sweet. Plus, it's I haven't even mentioned this on Discord, but some of you guys know the fucking property line. If you look at it, the house is here. If you go straight from the left side of the picture I posted in Discord and you keep walking, Van's house is right on the other side of those woods. So it's like a half-mile walk to my mom's house.
That's awesome in itself.
So she's got 5 acres and I'll have 6 acres back to back. And the valley where the creeks run down through. So
cool.
It's gonna be awesome for the grandkids and
Oh yeah.
all that shit. That's it for me.
Grandkids.
Yeah, my sister also has a kid.
Oh, okay. Do you want to have another kid?
Heck no. That conversation has come up more often than you would think because I'm buying a bigger house. Everybody's like, "Is she pregnant?"
Yeah.
No, because if she was pregnant, I wouldn't be spending $300,000 on a new house.
Right.
That's fucking stupid.
Save that money.
So, as far as gaming, I haven't fucking gamed at all since the last podcast. I haven't even started up a fucking game.
IRL took over.
Yeah, it happens, dude.
Next
That happens.
till the well, I have until, if closing stays the date it is now, it'll be July 31st. So I'll have a week or so after that of working on the house, a week of moving in the house, then 2 weeks of chilling, and then I go on vacation to the beach second week of September.
Yes.
And hopefully I've sold my house by then, because otherwise we're canceling that bitch and taking that money. But it'll be nice to like go through all this hell and then immediately have a week in a beach house and just like fuck the world,
Yep.
and then come back and pretty much every fucking paycheck is going to be going to redoing all the bathrooms, and because everything in the house is original. All the vanities are original, the windows are original, like some of the big money shit is original, which is disappointing, but
It still looked good. It looked
I mean,
clean.
don't get me wrong, the pictures look fucking amazing, but they paid for them to look fucking amazing. Like them motherfuckers, because I saw the house before the pictures came out, so I saw the house and then I saw the pictures. I was like, wow, church that up just a tad, a little bit of fucking color saturation, and
Somebody got a bonus.
yeah. So I mean, I think they pay their fucking photographer like $500 to come out and take like 20 pictures, throw a fucking drone up in the air and take 3 or 4 of them. I was like, this is fun.
Those drone shots were dope, though.
I keep telling Vans that's what he should do. Is he should just fucking tell realtors that for $50 he'll go and take a bunch of pictures. Because
Right.
like, if you really wanted to sell this house for a shitload of money, the one we're buying, just fly a drone down the driveway and do the same thing, like as I was describing, where you're just like coming out of the woods and it's just like this little fucking Eden on Earth.
Bum, 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 bum. It's part of the trees.
Yeah. So awesome. That's it.
Okay.
Another boring week in my life.
I'm gonna keep mine real short because I know we got a ton of stuff to talk about. My non-gaming stuff. It's summertime. Obviously, I've been off work. I've had time to relax and enjoy time with family. I went to Comic-Con yesterday in Austin, Texas, which was amazing. My family's doing good. I'm doing good. I got a promotion that's kept me busy a little bit, even though I'm on summer break, but I've still got to do stuff at work.
Game planning.
Yeah, I'm also going to be in Michigan this week. I'll be in Michigan with old Knackers for a few days. We'll be hanging out, so you'll see some pictures on social media, I'm sure, of us doing stupid stuff and making silly faces and probably drinking some type of beverage.
Yeah.
Or eating some type of food. So that's happening this week. So that's going to be fun. And then gaming wise, it has been terrible for my stream. I almost feel apologetic because I love soccer and the World Cup, and like I wanted to play the new FIFA. So like the last couple streams I've been playing like soccer, which is like nobody wants to watch anyone play FIFA on Twitch unless you're like a high level player and that's what you do, you know? Like nobody wants to watch that. But I've been playing some FIFA. I was just like, I just want to play some World Cup. And Darkest Dungeon, some retro games like Donkey Kong Country, Castlevania, Ninja Gaiden, and then God of War, and I've been playing in bed at night on my Nintendo Switch, Mario Rabbids.
Ooh.
And that is like my go to sleep game. I'll just lay in bed and I'll just play like, you know, a couple levels of Mario Rabbids. It's like XCOM with Mario and Rabbids. It's actually pretty good. It's fun. So that's been me. That's it. I'm done. Boom.
Did you have any chat clapback from trying to play FIFA on Twitch, or are they pretty accepting?
I mean, the ones that actually decided to watch were accepting, but almost everyone else was probably just like, "Yeah, what are you doing? What are you playing?" And I get it, man. I totally would be like, I don't blame you. You know, I don't blame you because I'm locked into the game. I can't react to chat that well. It's a terrible game for me to stream. It's that's the reason why I don't do it. I don't play sports games really on Twitch because I can't pay attention to chat, and I'm not a high competitive sports player. So, you know, but there are times as a Twitch streamer where you just want to play a certain game and you don't care. You know,
Yep.
you don't care.
Yep.
You know it's not good for you to stream, but that's what you want to play, and that's what I did.
Yeah, you have to do that every once in a while because if you keep yourself locked into what your community wants you to play, you'll never be happy if you do it all the time.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to play what you want to play. I wanted to play FIFA.
Yep.
100%.
100%.
It was probably not a very entertaining stream. So again, I apologize. I won't be playing a lot of FIFA on stream. I just wanted to play it the other night. Anyway, but no, it's been a good last couple of weeks, and I'm excited about. What just happened?
A whole pile of shit under my desk just fell down.
And Salty smashed his face into his microphone. Oh, I'm so glad I looked up.
Okay.
Oh my god. I was wondering what he was doing under there.
Anyway,
I've been doing this for years, but for some reason it got unplugged. There's a fan underneath my desk that blows freezing ass cold air directly into my crotch.
nice.
So I don't sit here and sweat. It's Tim the Tatman has a crotch fan too, and it's if you don't have one,
You're doing it because you attend the Tatman.
no. I've had this fan for like 10 years.
So you had a
I had
crotch
that
fan
fan.
before Tim the Tatman?
Probably.
You think so?
Unless he's had it for more than 7 years.
I don't
Okay.
think he's been streaming for 7 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Crotch
Yeah.
fan, huh? Nice.
This is actually battery powered as well. It
Some
works
pro-
amazing.
some pro moves, pro dad moves.
I
think that's the most dad thing I've ever heard. Actually, maybe a crotch fan.
A crotch fan?
Crotch fan. That's pretty dad.
You gotta
I have
keep
that
your balls
same
cold,
fan.
bro.
I've actually been thinking about getting a USB powered fan to plug into my monitor to point down to my keyboard because my keyboard keeps sweating. It's just like so fucking humid that it's always so slimy. Could be
Yeah.
the Cheetos and my human sweat, but that fan, my first night in my last Electric Forest, I got my Coleman zero gravity chair, laid it all the way the fuck back, and balanced that fan on my face and passed out with the fan on, just because it was so
There you
fucking
go.
hot.
Hell yeah. So, but anyway, no, I'm done. That's it. 42.
Yeah, I am unmuted. Okay, I always mute myself to cough and like clear my throat every now and then. I always forget to check if I'm unmuted. Okay, so non-gaming wise, the weather's been kind of shitty out here the last couple weeks since the last podcast. So haven't really been doing too much of the bike riding stuff that I constantly talk about. So I've been doing a lot of gaming, more or less, other than some house stuff here and there. But yeah, with World Cup starting up, I've been watching a shit ton of that. I've always enjoyed watching soccer. I think it's one of the most enjoying sports to watch on TV.
Hell
for me.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know. There's something about the extremely zoomed out camera and being able to see like everybody moving around all at once. You can just you can pick off little strategies before shit happens, and it's super addicting to watch. So I'm half Welsh in my blood, so I have to cheer for England. That's who I cheer for if Canada can't make it in. So that's who I've been cheering for. They play tomorrow for the first time, so I'll unfortunately be at work when they play.
They'll win, dude. They're gonna win. They're playing like Tunisia, I think.
Yeah, Tunisia.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna kick their ass.
It's been a couple upsets already this World
No,
Cup.
but
so.
dude, Tunisia's terrible. The England's gonna. Yeah, the upsets came from good teams. So,
Yeah. Other than that, I picked up a new headset, like Knackers noticed earlier. I still really love my Astro A50s, but I really needed something that wasn't busted up and torn to shreds, and needed something that was going to work really good for VR streaming and VR gaming in general. So picked up some Steel Series Siberia 800s, and they've been working fucking beautifully. I've been absolutely loving them since I got them.
Awesome.
How do
Gaming
you?
wise,
So with I know with the Astros, you had the wireless station that plugged into your mixer. Do you do the same thing with your new one?
yeah. So
Okay.
there's a little wireless base, and then it goes analog from that to the mixer, and it's powered just by a plug. I think
Okay.
the Astro was powered by USB, and I think you can do that with this one too. But I've just got this one powered by a plug-in just because I have the big power bar in the back and figured it would be a lot easier. I didn't want to have to fumble around with more USB devices on the streaming PC than I needed.
Right.
Something for it to switch over to accidentally every time the Windows updates happens or fucking GeForce decides to update something.
Yep.
But the thing I love the most about this thing is this is a lot more comfortable on my head when I'm using the VR headset. Just the way that it sits on your head, it just feels a lot comfier when you're wearing the VR headset as well. But the other nice thing is that so in this side plate, you just turn it, pop it out, and then there's a battery right there, and it's a hot swappable battery. So I can literally like just pop this battery out, and in that same box that it sends the signal in, there's like it literally feels like an SD card reader. You just take this battery, slide it into that one, and it starts charging the second one that they provide you with in the box.
Wow.
That's fucking
then-
awesome.
Yeah, and then and they charge like I've been running this battery for the last 2 days now, and it's still at 3/4 full. Like the batteries are insanely, like they're super long batteries. I don't know how.
Holy shit.
So I'm pretty much never gonna have to worry about my headset dying ever again, which is awesome. I'm sure the batteries are gonna degrade over time,
Right.
but
Yeah, that's really good though.
it's just nice not having to have a built-in battery anymore.
Mhm.
Worrying about that shit.
How much did you pay Canadian?
220?
Not bad.
240. It's a lot better than the Astros. The Astros were like 350 or 399.
Yeah.
And
there's
there's-
250 when I bought mine.
There's still that much now. Well, you had the special edition ones, right? The Halo edition.
Yeah, and I got mine secondhand too.
Well, you got your fucking money's worth. Holy shit. I've known you for 4 years now, and you've had them the
Yeah.
entire time?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And Paul was saying that this one does have a mic. It's one of those little you can
It's
like
so tiny.
Yeah, it's one of those ones you can like extend, and it sounds terrible. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm not even touching it. I can like hear it when I pull it out. I can like talk into it and I can hear myself. If I have it anywhere near my mic, it's like so I'm just like
I still can't believe that you can get such amazing audio quality wireless to a headset, but sending mic quality back just has not gotten any better.
no.
There's some headsets like the $300 Sennheisers. They've got a pretty decent microphone on them, but every wireless gaming headset, the mic is terrible.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but here's the other thing: the quality of the $30 lavalier microphone that we bought
I know.
is super fucking good.
Yeah, I know. It's like you would think that they would be able to fit something like that into something like this, but
Right? Guess
apparently
not.
not.
It's probably has more to do with just the signal bandwidths.
Right?
Inter-
Yeah, because
Too much interference.
Yeah, and the lavalier microphones have their dedicated frequency, and it's got a huge antenna on the receiver. But I just can't believe, just like webcams, we've had the same fucking webcams for the past decade. Nobody has come out with a decent fucking webcam that we can use. It's been the same hardware. It's like the only hardware other than mics that just has not progressed with everything else. We're fucking streaming, or we're capturing 4K 60 FPS gameplay, and our wireless mics suck, and so the webcams suck. It is fucking infuriating.
I want a really good wireless webcam that can somehow like do insane video quality with no latency, because it'd be so fucking awesome to like be streaming and then just fucking pick your mic up and go walk around your house with it.
Right.
I think
Come
that'd be
on.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
awesome. So gaming wise, a pretty big list. Hearthstone, I've been playing a bunch of Overwatch with some friends locally. Including that, I've been watching a whole bunch of the Overwatch League, which I'm actually like half-ass watching while we're doing the podcast because it's the finals of this stage right now. And I've been really enjoying the broadcast for the Overwatch League. I think just watching the level of play has been incredibly entertaining for me. We played a little bit of Rocket League last week, which I don't know if that's gonna happen very often anymore for the two of us because we are kind of taking a little bit of a weird hiatus when it comes to Overwatch, or not Overwatch, with Rocket League.
Yeah.
Still a fun game, but yeah, like you said on your stream a while ago, it's trying to find the time to dedicate to that game without playing it too seriously is just not easy nowadays.
Yeah, we're at the skill ceiling where it's either you start sacrificing other parts of your life to practice all of the time in order to get better, or you stop playing because when you get to the point that we have, you can't play casually. Or at least we just don't have the personalities to just play it casually.
I just can't. It's like when you go back into that game, to me it's like riding a bike, but when I say it's like riding a bike, I mean it's like trying to play the game casually. I just can't do it because I'm so used to riding the bike of playing that game competitively. Like if I jump into training mode and I will fucking drive around and I'll do like insane tricks with the ball in the air. I just can't I can't imagine jumping into a lobby with a bunch of people now and just like driving around, just hitting the ball here and there and just not jumping up and trying to hit the ball at the fastest speed at the best trajectory. And I just can't do it. But I also can't. I don't want to. Like I've got other games I want to play. So,
and that's the other thing too. You've probably got over 1,000 hours now, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
When you spend that much time on a game, and you're like, okay, how far do I want to take my skill in this game? Are there other games that I want to get good at?
Actually, I'm only at 852.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I left my game on a lot.
Yeah. So other than Rocket League, kind of finished State of K2 with Kalnohe. You can it's kind of a weird thing. I'm not going to go into it, but I finished like my first session of it with my community or my save file, and you can like extend your save file to a new island, but it's kind of a weird way to describe it. But still been playing some of that. Can't say this word sometimes. Sea of Thieves, a new Sea of Thieves expansion came out, and it was funny. Me and Kalnohe were talking about this last night. When you used to play Sea of Thieves online, it was like DayZ, where you just fucking kill on sight, no matter what, because that's basically all you can do. Like if you drive up close to somebody in someone else's boat, you're pretty much always going to just start firing at each other because that's how it goes. But with this new expansion, you actually have to coordinate with another group to do this quest to actually get to the other part of the content in it. So you actually have to kind of befriend randos online.
Whoa.
So ever since that content has come out, you can actually just boat up to somebody nowadays and just talk to them, and they'll be like, "Hey, what you doing?" So it's just weird. It's just changed the whole dynamic of the game now. They have a new item in the game because they had proximity voice, but now they've added this item, and it basically looks like a hollowed out piranha, it's got like a big wide open mouth on the end. It's just like a big horn. So it's basically how you can shout to other boats that are far away from you in voice chat.
Okay.
So you have to hold that item up in game and then activate your voice chat, and it basically projects your voice a lot farther.
Wow.
It's so funny to like fucking be boating up close to somebody and just be like, "Hey, are you guys bad? Are you guys gonna try to sink us?" And all of a sudden you just hear like in a weird radio voice come all the way from across the fucking waters. "Hey, no, we're cool."
That's cool that they kind of force that upon people. Not force it, but it's like suggesting you to not kill on sight in order to do something.
Yeah, and like we did a bunch of the new content, and it was super entertaining just joining up with randos to work through it and get all the stuff done for it. I had a really, really good time with that. And I don't know if we're gonna get into Sea of Thieves at all, but there was some new content that they announced at E3 too. So I'm really happy with where the game's going right now. So I've been enjoying that. Other than that, VR game wise, me and Kalnohe were actually playing a little bit of that Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes game in VR.
Oh man.
So it's that one where you have like somebody has to read the manual online and the other person has to disarm the bomb in the game, because you can play it in VR and you have to like pick up the bomb and like physically do stuff on the bomb to disarm it. If you guys have never played it with friends, it's actually a really, really good party game. Extremely fun.
It's pretty difficult too.
Yeah. And even if you're playing it with a bunch of drunk friends, it's an easy way to sober up your friends. Because as soon as they realize how hard they actually have to read through this manual to disarm the thing, and everyone just starts getting really fucking into it. And everyone just gets super wired into it and wants to like finish each challenge with it. Rec Room, they came out with a battle royale mode, which officially got released this week. So I was playing a little bit of that. There's a lot of bugs that are coming out with it, and there's a lot of problems with people teaming up in that, and they're trying to and like all they've done, it's like PUBG, right? They just said if you see people teaming, report them, we'll deal with them. People still do it, and then the problem with VR too is that you got people who are doing what Speed Demon likes to do, where he fucking glitches through walls and fucks with the room scale so that you can cheat in VR games. So
Cheeser.
You got people doing that. So there's still a bunch of bugs I got to work through with that, but it's still a good game to play. It's definitely well ironed out for a VR battle royale game. And then on what was that? Yeah, Friday. Me, Speed Demon, Vansman, and Knackers, we all played some Pavlov for your stream, so we were screwing around with that, and that game is an absolute fucking blast. If you guys haven't checked out the VOD, go watch it, because it was a hell of a good time.
We played for 3.5 hours, by the way, straight.
Yeah, felt like it.
My fucking lower half of my body was wrecked the next day.
Yeah, that game. Wait till you try and do a single player VR game on stream, and you're doing it for your normal like 4 hours, and
oh god, we'll see.
It's excruciating after a while, and it's like taking off your work boots after 8-hour days. Where like, taking the VR headset off after 4 hours of streaming something on it, it's like, oh my god, my face is just so good.
The last time we played was the first time that my face got sweaty. Just inside the headset got sweaty. I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah, be careful with that, because I have heard of people having issues with sweat damaging stuff. As long as you don't got like a lot of physical water getting all over places, you're fine. But
okay,
I have sweat rags at the ready when I'm playing VR, because I know that shit can damage it if you
getting bitches wet in VR.
Ooh. Yeah, so that's it for me.
Myself, I don't really know what I've done over the past couple weeks. I know as far as like gaming, I've tried a couple different things. Been working on Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain for the stream. Played Pavlov VR with 42, Speed Demon, and Mr. Vansman, and that was a super good time. I streamed that on Friday, and I had a blast. It was an awesome time. I played both Realm Royale and Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. If you have not played Totally Accurate Battlegrounds yet, I would suggest it. It's so fucked. It's buggy. It's ragdolly, but it is hilarious. The weenie rage quit after like an hour because she's like, I can't fucking hit anything. I can't shoot. None of these bullets are hitting and connecting. Let's play something else. It was a good time. Totally Accurate Battlegrounds, not a like play all the time game, but it was a good time to just fuck around. Realm Royale was pretty dope. A cool twist on Battle Royale games. It's a shooter that features in magic, mounts, like different abilities. There's 5 different classes you can play, and anybody can be any class. After the first half an hour, I almost fucking rage quit because I kept landing. And the third or fourth time we landed, I went through 7 chests they all had armor. It was all armor, not a single fucking weapon. And this is my curse for Battle Royale games, is just landing and not finding a weapon and just dying over and over again. And learning, that game has a steep learning curve compared to other Battle Royale games like PUBG, H1Z1. You get in, you find a gun, you kill people. Fortnite was a steeper learning curve because of the building aspect. And this is 5 different classes. Everybody has different abilities. You know, the way you move and mount and pick up weapons, it's all different. But it's cool. It's a cool game. I enjoyed it. And then, as Mr. 42 said, I played Rocket League twice in the past 2 months, and I've officially, unofficially retired myself from playing it. I didn't uninstall it. I still got it installed, but I'm not planning on playing it anytime soon. I just have no desire to. Rocket League as a whole is starting to decrease in both the streamer world and in general, like consistent or concurrent players. Rocket League's really not doing much to keep people around. It's regurgitated map themes. They're just focusing on crates and cosmetics. There's still loads of performance issues and lag and weird glitches, and the toxicity of the community has also gotten very, very bad. I don't remember the game being this toxic, and that is enough for me to stop playing a game. If I can't play a game without people just being like racist and homophobic and just shitting in people's faces within the first 5 minutes, people rage quitting games after getting 2 goals scored on, it's just dumb. It's the online for that game is just no longer appealing to me, and it's sad, but you know, on to the next game.
On to the next, dude.
Yeah,
you got your money's worth.
I did. Yeah. Well, did I?
He hasn't told us how much money he spent on fucking skins either.
Yeah, definitely a lot
Either
of money.
way, even if you spend a couple hundred on skins, you still got your money's worth.
Yep, yeah, 1,100 hours in that game, and countless memories with just friends playing that. So things I'll never forget. The only other cool shit that I've done in the past couple weeks is just stuff that I've been cooking. I've been trying to go out and like start to cook new things. I had ribeye. I cooked my first ribeye for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see why people love ribeye. I must have had
favorite steak.
But
Me
holy
too.
shit, it was $20 for one fucking slab.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
A good one can cost you $20 easy. Yeah.
It wasn't prime, and it was the mid-range choice.
Well, it just depends on who you're getting it from, and I mean, there's, I'm sure if you paid $20, I'm sure you probably got a pretty decent cut of it.
My inexperienced tongue thought it was extremely delectable, and Weenie thought so too. I mean, obviously better than any of the New York strip we've had at all.
Yeah.
But
All that marbleized fat.
yeah, just fucking roast that shit in the oil, and not roast, but
90%
sear
of the
that
time
shit.
when I grill, I usually get myself ribeye. That's how much I love that steak.
Me too.
It was good. It was really fucking good. So just been fucking around with like different type of cheeses and trying to make like fajitas, and I've just been really, really getting into the cooking thing. And I even spent like, I don't know, 2 hours reseasoning my cast iron pans today, just for the fun of it. That's how you know you've gone off the deep end.
Yeah.
No, how we know when Knackers goes off the deep end with anything is that fucking craft room setup is going to be moved into the kitchen. You start your IRL cooking streams up. That's when you know Knackers has gone deep.
IRL cooking, let's go. But that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy has been going on. Moving on to the gaming news and discussion, primarily going to be talking about E3. During the week, if you guys want to submit any gaming or streaming related news to the show, you can post all these links to the Crocs and Hot Pockets #news channel in Discord. And if the article is dope enough, we'll consider discussing it on the show. I want to give a shout out to Arbor, Zonger, Elizabeth, Mr. 42, Matt Weenie, Country Bell, Wicken, Sonder, and Mr. Vansman for all submitting articles that we're not talking about this week. I appreciate you guys submitting them, but I mean, it's a double-edged sword. You know, we have that channel for people coming up on gaming or keeping up with gaming news during the week, and then we also use it as a little bit of a news reservoir, if you will, for the show. So thank you guys all for submitting news articles. First and foremost, just so you know, the Culling 2 is currently in development, which was kind of one of the biggest shocker news titles of this past week.
Yeah,
because
like who's fucking bankrolling this shit?
Right.
They just shut down support of their first game.
right.
Like, what, 3 months ago? 4 months ago?
Yep. Yep.
They
Okay.
have to change a whole bunch of shit in that game, and
I think it'd be funny if they just reskinned it and put it back
Yeah.
out. It's the exact same game.
Oh my god, they would be so stupid if they did that. I love that game. I thought it was incredibly entertaining, but it got outclassed by all these other games and
So
it will,
fast.
and it will keep getting outclassed if they don't do something completely different.
Yep. We were originally going to talk about this Twitch thing first, but I think we should just go right into E3, and then if we have time, we can talk about the Twitch thing after. So let's just jump right into it. So just a heads up to all you guys. The things that we're talking about, this isn't a full E3 recap of everything that would happen during the expo. We're pretty much going to be touching on the things that piqued our interest, kind of highlighting the titles that we are interested in. If you guys want a full summary of everything that was teased or announced at E3, a link will be in chat. I want to give a quick credit shout out to a website called Reset Era, which I got all of this summary from. They did a fantastic fucking job summarizing the expo. So first and foremost, day one. What I'll do is I'm just going to read off all of the things, and then we can touch on the things we want after we go through them. First and foremost, we had Anthem, had trailer and gameplay. We had Battlefield 5 that had a trailer and gameplay. They also released that they're doing a Battle Royale version of the game. Not a version, I'm sorry, but a feature within the game, a game mode that's going to be Battle Royale. What the fuck ever. FIFA, Madden, NBA Live are all going to be coming out as well. Star Wars, Jedi The Fallen Order, Unravel 2, which is going to be co-op. Origin, EA released or talked about a service called Origin Access Premier, which is going to be a $100 a year. It's going to be a monthly or annually subscription service, which will include games like Battlefield 5, FIFA 19, and Anthem. And then
New
last but not
Blockbuster?
least, right.
Yeah.
That's the future, though. That's the future. You're never longer going to own games. You're just going to fucking lease them.
Right, because I mean that's what happens with cars and cell phones and
That's
technology.
what's going to happen with your OSs next.
Yeah.
You wait till Microsoft charges you every year for that fucking license for Windows 10.
I can see
Yep.
that, yeah.
That's probably
Cocksuckers.
next. It's probably next. It's free to get, and then you just pay a monthly subscription.
Yep. Get fucked, everyone.
And last but not least, Sea of Solitude. So I will let you guys pick apart what you feel like bringing up. First come, first serve. Go.
Anthem is Destiny 3. Battlefield 5 we've talked about already. I don't really care that much. We'll see. FIFA is fun to play. Madden is coming out for PC this year. I'm actually considering getting it for PC because
You're not allowed.
I'm allowed. I would love to play like a online franchise with some other people that are excited about Madden releasing for PC. So
Do you think there's gonna be I mean, I can't see there being more people buying it on PC than console though.
No.
No. But there's gonna be a lot of people that buy it for PC, I guarantee. That have been waiting for Madden to be on PC for a while. You know. Star Wars, of course, I'm excited about, but they showed absolutely nothing, so who knows? You know.
Some more
Unravel-
info on Star Wars. The timeline is going to be set in between episode 3 and 4.
Yeah.
The
Dude,
game.
but that's like 17, 18 years.
Right. It's a
I mean,
long
that's a
span.
big time period.
Yep.
Yeah.
They said that it's going to be focused on the dark times of the Jedi, so we'll have a dark feel. The game is from a development company called Respawn, which this is the same company behind Titanfall, and it's set to release in the holiday season of 2019.
Jedi parkour.
Fucking right.
No, I mean, I'm excited about it, but I mean, because it's Star Wars, but I mean, until I see something, I mean, there's no point in getting too hyped. It's cool that it's coming out, you know. we're getting something that's not loot box, Battlefield, Battlefront. You know, that's it.
Right,
Unravel
yes.
2's already out. It actually released the day of the EA press conference, and apparently it's pretty good. I think the Origin Access is a good deal if you like those types of games, because just 1 year of EA Origin Access is cheaper than buying all three you know what I mean? Like 3.
Well, and I want to know, like, are you getting all the battle pass shit? Are you getting all the other dumb shit?
No, I doubt it. No, I think
Pass
it's
crap.
just the base game you probably get.
But they're they don't have premium anymore.
Yeah,
Really?
they got rid of that.
I don't know. And then
Battlefield,
Sea
anyway.
of Solitude, I don't think I even saw that one. So I
That game looks dark as fuck.
Yeah.
Like psychological dark as fuck, and the animation is amazing. You need
I might
it's-
have seen it.
There's a link in there. It's like a cartoony psychological type game, but the trailer looks amazing.
Well, I don't know if you guys any of y'all watched the EA press conference, but easily that was the worst press conference of all the big ones for sure, in my opinion. But there's some good stuff that's coming out with EA. But that said, EA fucking goddamn EA.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you are excited at all.
It's EA, man. They've gotten too big for their own good. So
Well, I mean, pretty much all they've held up everything they've ever made by the sales of their sports games.
oh yeah.
And I mean, yeah, NBA Live is in there, but nobody who plays basketball games plays NBA Live.
They play 2K.
You play 2K.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are two different games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You play NBA 2K. You don't play NBA Live. That blows ass.
Where's NBA Street 3? I'll play that shit all day.
There's no challenger to Madden. There used to be like a couple challengers.
NFL Blitz.
Yeah.
No, but they even had a Madden-like game. Like they had the NFL 2K also.
Yeah,
for a
that
while.
was everything else other than
Sony had their own version too, of like their own football for a couple years. But they just stopped doing it because nobody could
compete.
Yeah.
Did you guys see what they did with Skate 4 at the end of E3?
It's not, but that's the thing. That's not Skate 4.
Yeah.
It's just a completely different game called Session.
Yeah.
No. The troll that they did.
No.
Oh shit. Okay. So when Twitch, the Twitch Weekly Cast, when the Twitch was ending their broadcast, they said, "All right, we're saving the best for last. We have one more game to show you. Here it is." And then it said on the docket, Skate 4 coming up. And then what comes into frame? A giant fucking Kappa face. Like, trolled the entire fucking world. I wonder if they did that like halfway through E3. They're like, all right, flip the switch. We're gonna throw something else in here, and we're gonna troll the whole goddamn world with Skate 4.
Maybe.
They were probably going to do it with the new Elder Scrolls, but since they put out that bullshit ass trailer,
Yeah. Wait.
I hate how everybody's talking. I hate how everybody's talking about the new Elder Scrolls trailer like it's a trailer. They showed an overview of a fucking map.
Right.
Cover your fucking tits.
They showed
children.
nothing. That game's not going to be out for at least 2 more years. So
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 probably.
maybe.
Yeah.
maybe
That was
longer.
a fucking artist
That's what I said, at
rendering
least.
of a sky flyby.
Yeah.
Take it easy, children.
There was a clip I saw of when there was a streamer, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was watching the Microsoft conference live, and he actually had fucking on his stream had queued up some Banjo-Kazooie sounds, or like a little, like the little intro song or whatever. So I mean, we're gonna get into this, but when they first started showing the new Halo scenes, and it was like in like this like foresty area, the guy started playing the Banjo-Kazooie sounds, and it actually kind of worked with the scenery, and everybody in the chat was like, no way, new Banjo-Kazooie, and then all of a sudden they were like, oh fuck.
Oh wow.
Got
He's
it.
like, sorry guys.
Yeah. Nice.
I love that. And if I personally, when I saw the Elder Scrolls 6 font come up over, I thought that looked so fucking terrible. Like the font and the color that they chose.
They threw that shit together within the last month. I guarantee it.
That was probably Skyrim.
That was literally just here. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He almost said that, and it's
Yeah.
the one you've all
Shut the
been
fuck-
talking about.
Shut
Fuck.
the fuck up. We're making it. All right.
Yeah.
Now you know we're making it. All right, cool.
Todd
All right.
Howard's like,
It's in
hey,
pre-production.
you know that font they use for Age of Empires 2? That's the one I want. It looked
Yes,
fucking
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought the same. It's funny you mentioned that because I remember thinking the same thing. Like, that font sucks.
It looked like, what is
Is this an
This
eighth
looks
grade presentation in front of class? What are we doing here, man? What are we doing?
Word 97 word art, where you just went to like insert
Yeah.
word art and blah.
I'm waiting for the little paperclip to pop up and ask how he can help, you know? Whatever.
Looked terrible. All right. As far as me, Anthem looked cool. I don't know. It's really hard for me to explain how I feel about this because I felt like if I would have seen that game 5 years ago, I would have been like, holy shit, this game looks fantastic. But I look at that game now, there was not a hype cell in my body. I just like, oh, it's a game that looks super pretty. People are flying around, cool. No draw to it whatsoever. It was like watching the second Division trailer. It's like, yeah, it looks dope, but what's going to keep me playing this game? What's going to keep me here? So I saw Anthem. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to try it out. Most likely, I'll give it a shot. I'll watch the people play it, but I'm not overly excited for it. They've been working on / talking about this game for quite some time, right? This isn't the first time it's hit the
They
internet.
announced it last year at E3. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
It was very basic, fucking, just a cinematic trailer type shit. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they didn't-
Jimmy, you said Anthem is Destiny 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So this is Microsoft's version of Destiny, pretty much.
It's what it looked like to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
I mean,
does kind of look
they
like
did
that.
fork out the money for fucking Muse tracks for their cinematic trailers.
Right.
Not totally terrible.
Money
No,
well spent.
I'm sure that people are going to like it. It's going to be fun. That's not the type of game I like to play personally, though. So I know there's no reason. I'm not going to buy it,
I'm pumped for Battlefield 5, regardless of the battle royale bullshit. I'm just excited for another Battlefield game. It looks, I like what I'm hearing as far as how they are advertising the game. No battle pass, no have to buy to play certain content. You're not
right.
Segregated from your friends depending on your pay grade.
Mhm.
They're doing, I think it's bi-monthly content, free content releases. I don't know if it's the operations that are going to be released in a chronological segmented order, or if it's going to be the campaign that's released in different pieces. I didn't really do any hard research on it, but they're doing something where they're going to be releasing part of the game or parts of the storyline, every couple months or something like that. Thought it was a cool concept, so I'm excited for it. Campaign seems dope. I love that people are getting angry that there's a female on the box cover art. That makes me happy. I just wish I could have put her wearing Crocs. That would have tilted the fucking world, and I would have loved it.
I just stopping on that point for a second. I understand people that are looking for historical accuracy, but you're playing Battlefield.
Right.
They haven't been historically accurate since like 2002.
Mm-hmm.
So just calm your tits and fucking play the game.
Right.
Mhm.
There's like cyborgs and shit. You really think that shit was around back then? I don't fucking think so.
No.
Take it easy.
The
You
good
have
old-
to church it up when it's old wars.
Yeah, exactly. Or else nobody's gonna want to play it.
Right.
Think
We've
anyone
all
wants to
seen
play
this.
with fucking muskets? Like
Yeah.
15-second reload times?
No.
No, nobody does.
That's right.
Good old dose recreational outrage here in 2018. We love it. I had no idea because everybody was watching E3 while I was streaming, and chat was just kind of feeding me what was going on. Wait, I'm lying. Somebody did say something about a Star Wars game. I'm just now remembering it. They just didn't say much because there was no press release. There was no trailer. There was no cinematic trailer. There was nothing. It was just a guy in a an audience that was talking about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear that a new Star Wars game is coming out, one that is going to be single player focused after they killed 1313. That hurt my heart. That hurt my heart very much because I know that I probably could have been playing a single player Star Wars game right now if that hadn't gotten canned.
Yeah.
So, as always, skeptical, but I'll also give EA a 5th or 6th chance to make it right. Because I have a feeling that the way that they are advertising Battlefield 5 is that they realized how bad they fucked up. Because they acknowledged how bad they fucked up when they were talking about the Battlefront 2 DLC. So I have a feeling they're going to at least attempt to do this one right. I'm still not convinced that there is not a subscription or content locked somewhere for Battlefield 5. I do not buy that you are going to pay $60 and get the entire game for its entirety.
Fuck no.
I cannot agree with that.
I have the same problem with EA that I have with companies like Wells Fargo. And I bitched about it on Twitter the other day. It's like, I'm watching this commercial for Wells Fargo where it's like, we know we fucked up. We need to gain your trust, blah, blah, blah. It's like, who the fuck is the dumb motherfucker still buying this shit? Who's still getting a fucking bank account at Wells Fargo? They literally fucked over tens of thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
Give up on them. EA is in the same boat for me right now. I don't even have Origin installed anymore. Fuck them. They can suck one. There's nothing they make that I want to fucking play. Period.
Yep.
And I don't I just don't I don't trust them at all. And I'm in the same boat where even if Battlefield 5 is good, I'm not buying it.
The only video
can't.
games I've played in the last week has been EA games.
Well, that's because they got Star Wars by the balls.
No, because I was playing FIFA all weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I used to play a shitload of FIFA.
I love FIFA, dude. It's so much fun.
PS2, FIFA 2006.
Oh, I used to play that shit, dude. I used to play FIFA like 2001, bro.
I've got
Way back.
I've got NHL games back to 2000 or 99.
I've got Madden games from the 90s, bro. Don't get me started.
Were you playing that shit overseas too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What did
yeah.
you say you had? Was it original Xbox that you had?
I had an original Xbox overseas, and I also had a PS2 overseas.
Okay.
So, yeah, good times.
Dope. 42, you were going to say something earlier, but I cut you off. Battlefield, Anthem, Battle Pass.
I can't
Docking.
remember, but I was just gonna mention that I'm actually Oh yeah, I remember. The last game that I remember, the last Star Wars game that I remember that sounds similar to what they were talking about this new one's going to be like, reminds me of the Jedi Academy game.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like they're saying like this whole era that this is going to be set in is the Sith trying to find the last Jedi to kill them off type thing. I'm just thinking like you're going to be playing a Jedi who's going to have Sith coming at you left, right, and center, and you're just going to be fucking chopping them up and all that stuff. And I just like instantly went back to the Jedi Academy days, and I was like, I remember that one map where you're like in that big fucking circular canyon area, and there's guys coming at you from like fucking bridges above you and below you, and you can just force push them off shit. And
Yep.
I'm really excited for that. And if it's gonna be like dark and gritty, like it sounded like they were trying to make it out to be, that's gonna be fucking sweet.
Yeah, like I'm just imagining Jedi Outcast or Jedi Academy, modern graphics with the tone of Rogue One. Just dark. I loved how they portrayed the rebels just as evil as Imperials. Like,
Yeah.
Rebels did some shady fucking shit. You know, all of the Lucas films make it seem like the Rebels are the good guys. Go read some books. And
What does she propose?
what is he proposing? I'm just thinking, did you guys watch the Last of Us 2 trailer or gameplay?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how like a lot of the games are starting to do the combat style where it's super cinematic, a lot of camera movement left and right. Imagine that shit with you as a Jedi and just lightsaber battles like that. Oh,
That's what I'm just like. I'm thinking Respawn. I'm thinking Titanfall, and some of the ways they did their cinematics. And I pray that these guys do third person because I don't think
yeah.
Jedi and first person could ever be good.
No, it shouldn't be. What's the mechanic called where it's the cinematic fighting and you have to press buttons quickly to do moves?
Quick time events.
That's what it is. Yeah. Do you guys like that or do you hate that?
Depends on the game. Like it depends. Like there's some games that do it right. Like if that's all the game is, that sucks. Like, and unless it's very story driven. Like pretty much, if you play the Telltale games, that's quick time events the entire game. Like Tales from the Borderlands or any Telltale game, that's quick time events. But if done correctly, QTEs can be cool. If done incorrectly, they can be lame. So.
Now, does QTE mean they are telling you what button to press and you have to do it in a timely fashion? Or does QTE also mean you know what buttons do what and you have to perform dodges and attacks at the time?
I think
kind
it's
of like
both.
the end of Call of Duty, right? Because
Yeah,
remember
I think
how
it's
like
kind of both. I think it could be both.
Okay.
because I'm thinking like the old Call of Duty games where like no spoilers, but there's like parts where you gotta like actually in slow motion aim your gun over to a guy's head and shoot him, right?
Right.
You just said
there's
no
those
spoilers
guys.
to a Call of Duty game.
I mean, some people still play them.
Why is that funny?
Don't spoil the Call of Duty, guys. I just think it's pretty Canadian of you.
I don't want to be the one to spoil it for somebody.
Yeah, I got you.
Fuck 'em.
I'm excited for Unravel 2. And Sea of Solitude, I am intrigued, and I will be following that game for sure.
That definitely seems like a game I'm going to watch somebody else play.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Any final points on day one? Yes, you do. Go ahead.
I thought it was fucking awesome how they announced Unravel 2 and it came out that day. I love when that shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so cool because they announce it and everyone like it was a game a lot of people liked.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that really enjoyed that game.
Like, and you can play it right now.
Yeah, it's just like that's how you get the hype going.
If you don't like Unravel, you have a black, dark heart. There's no way you can't love that game. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Day 2, which was held by the majority of Microsoft. So we have got quite the amount of titles. We got Halo Infinite teased. I think saying Halo Infinite was announced would be a lie. Ori and the Wild Wisps, which is Ori and the Blind Forest 2. Fallout 7, Metro Exodus, We Happy Few has an official out of beta release. The Division 2, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Devil May Cry 5, Just Cause 4, Gears of War 5, Cyberpunk 2077, and Battletoads.
Yeah.
You heard that last one right, kids, but none of you except Jimmy knows what the fuck that is.
I played Battletoads.
I've never played or seen it played. I have no idea what Battletoads is.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to
loved
be
playing that back in the day.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so light it up, boys. What are you excited for?
Halo Infinite, cool. Ori and the Wild Wisps, like the first one. Metro Exodus, haven't played any Metro, thought they were cool. We Happy Few, no idea, never played any of that. Division, cool, didn't play the first one. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, awesome, played the first two, the third one's be great. Devil May Cry 5, don't give a fuck. Just Cause 4, see Devil May Cry 5. Gears of War 5, meh. Cyberpunk 2077, bad fucking ass. And Battletoads, I'll fucking play that shit today. But it's not out.
Can you tell me what Battletoads is? What kind of game it is?
Battletoads is a beat 'em up side scroll. Well, it's not a scroller. It's a beat 'em up action game that was made by Rare in the NES in the early 90s. Like it came out in 91. And it's known for its difficulty. Like it's a very difficult game. And yeah, it's a fun game, but it's very difficult. Partly for cheap reasons, controls. Like Battletoads is known as like the game that like if you want to make somebody rage quit something, make them play Battletoads. Because the first mission is not that hard to beat, but then pretty much when you get to that third level with the speed tunnel, like nobody survives the speed tunnel, turbo tunnel on their first attempt. It just doesn't happen.
Wasn't there a guy who beat that level blindfolded for Games Done Quick?
Yeah. Because it's all timing. Like it's all it's all based off of timing and stuff. So I have no doubt that he could have done that. Yeah. I mean, it's muscle memory. Like to make it through the turbo tunnel, no one has the reflexes quick enough unless you know what's coming toward the end of it. Yeah.
Do any of you guys know about the Battletoads GameStop meme?
Oh yeah,
no.
Where you call GameStop and ask if they have a copy of Battletoads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My old roommate that I used to live with, she actually worked at GameStop, and it's no fucking joke. People do it all the fucking time, and she got so pissed about it.
Now they can say, actually, you can pre-order a copy of Battletoads.
Yeah.
Yes.
For $5.
Yeah.
I think it was just because it was such a ridiculously hard game, and everyone just hated how fucking tough it was.
Yeah.
That everyone, it's just one of those things that now everybody calls in.
Yeah, it's not a bad game, but it's a notoriously difficult NES game. So yeah.
Have you played it for Retro Night yet?
I played it somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
But I made it past the turbo tunnel.
You did? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm looking at it right now.
I also played it when I was a kid. So I mean, I kind of remember now. I also use save states and shit, so whatever, but I have made it pretty far in that game when I was younger. So I never beat it, but I made it pretty far.
Okay.
2 games I wanted to hit on that aren't on the list. Forza Horizon 4. Looked fucking amazing. It's going to be set in the UK this time. It's going to be great. And Kingdom Hearts 3. They put the Frozen trailer. So there's a lot of people complaining about certain characters not getting added in to Kingdom Hearts. It's like they've fucking been making this game for like 10 years.
Right.
Well, and they're not going to show all their cards at the E3. I mean, there's going to be stuff in Kingdom Hearts that nobody knows about.
Yeah, it's not coming out until January 29th of next year. So
there's going to be some more shit in it.
It's going to be great. I think out of that list you posted, the only one I really give a shit about is Cyberpunk. I'm not buying an Xbox One, and Windows 10 can suck one. So,
yeah, there's very few exclusives. I mean, for Xbox. I mean, you mentioned one of them, which was Forza, So.
I don't know how I feel about racing games.
Dude, I don't like them generally, but the Forza Horizon series, not regular Forza Horizon is awesome. Like I have Forza Horizon 2 and 3, and they're both amazing games and tons of fun to just jump into. So,
okay.
I've always liked the Need for Speed games that are story based too, not just ones where you're racing, like Underground 2. Yeah. What was the Chase or whatever the fuck the last
Pursuit?
Pursuit. No, this one was like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
Hot Pursuit is like the Windows 95 Need for Speed.
No, this was just a couple years ago.
Okay.
But it was, I like the story-based ones too, but Forza Horizon, just in a pure, graphically amazing, fun game to play. And always has been, even back the original Forza.
I can't remember which one it was. The Forza that came out, I think it was like Forza 4 or something. I can't remember what the name of it was now, but the one that came out with the Xbox One when it first came out.
I think it was 4.
Was it? Yeah. So I hadn't played I never play racing games. I'll play them if like I'm over at a friend's house and he wants me to play them type thing. Like pretty much the extent of my driving game experience. But I played that because I actually when I pre-ordered my Xbox One, I pre-ordered like every game that was coming out with it just because I wanted an array of stuff to play. And I was like, fuck it. It's new technology. I got to see what this thing can do. That was so fucking cool playing a racing game on that thing. It was so fucking beautiful. And I'm sure these new ones are going to be just as good.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I sat in front of a TV and played Gran Turismo 2 for the first time and was blown away about how gorgeous the game was. And now to see with is it Forza or Forza? Because I've heard people pronounce it differently.
I don't know. I think it just depends on where you're from.
Roger. Okay, Forza it is. Seeing the different weather, like the season changes and how good the weather looked and shit. I would consider, even though I just said I don't like racing games, I would consider building like a racing seat to be able to use with VR so that to be able to sit and have a steering wheel, a stick shift, clutch, brake, all that shit, and be able to look around. I think that would be freaking awesome. Have to get up in your seat and look in the rearview mirror to see what's going on. I think that'd be dope.
I know G for Greg I've told this to him before when he was streaming the trucker games and shit. But when I was in legal age, me and my friends used to get shit faced and race each other in games. So it was like drunk driver-a-thon,
right?
Like drunk driver racing. I always thought it'd be hilarious if somebody on Twitch was just like getting shit faced hammered and then like trying to do racing games, just like drunk driving simulator.
Barnacules had a little YouTube series doing that. He has a full-on fucking racing cockpit. But I think that'd be sweet.
That shit was always funny as fuck. That and trying to get people to play DDR when they're hammered.
Yep. Just falling over themselves. Kingdom Hearts has the most confusing line of games released in the history of video games. Just looking at all of these titles, 1.5 remix, 2.5 remix, 2.8 final chapter prologue. Like, what?
I've never understood that.
Me either. But there are people out there who live and die for Kingdom Hearts. I've never played it, so I don't get the hype behind it. But if you're hyped about Kingdom Hearts,
it's basically Mortal Kombat with cartoons. Like, without people getting their spines pulled out.
Okay. I was about to say, because if I see Mickey's spine ripped out of his throat, I'm going to have a heart attack. Go! 42?
I'm extremely hyped for new Halo. So like you listed in the script here, it's on a new engine, which they even said in the tweet that I saw Microsoft tweet about that they're taking it to a unexpected, how did they word it? Unexpected direction or something along that line anyway, which I think it's needed. I think if they want to save Halo as a franchise, they need to do something new with it, especially taking it to a new engine would probably help it immensely, especially since like all that stuff that you saw on the E3 trailer for it, that was all in engine, that whole trailer, and it was fucking gorgeous. So
yeah, that's the new Slip Space engine. Yeah,
so I'm excited to play that. I actually might have to see if my Xbox is still alive after it had beer spilt on it, just to make sure I might actually be able to play it still when it comes out. I think the new Halo is still like probably a year or two away still, but I'm always going to be a Halo fanboy, so I'll play the shit out of that when it comes out.
Do all of the Halo games have a chronological story?
Yep. No. I mean, all the numbered ones, yes, but like ODST and Reach, that works into the story, but it's not chronological, I don't think.
Okay. I've played, the only campaign I've ever beaten is the very first one. And I've been thinking lately I might want to play through them all, just so I could say that I want to experience them. I want to play them. One, I just want to play the first Halo campaign again because it's one of my favorite campaigns of all time. And I just saw some gameplay from the Halo 5 Guardians campaign, and the game just looks super gorgeous, and I've heard good things, and I kind of want to play it just for the campaign. But that would mean I would have to buy an Xbox One, which I am 150% against. But I might do it anyways.
Well, if you do, they have that Master Chief Collection. You get all, other than Halo 5, you get all the games in one. So,
and the remastered some of them, aren't they?
Yeah, Halo 1 and 2 would be remastered on it. And I will tell you, the fucking Halo 2 cinematics they remastered for that Master Chief Collection, it's fucking insane how good they made those. Like,
really? Okay.
So good. The quality of the actual gameplay isn't amazing. Like, it's updated, but it's not like the cinematics are like, they went out and budgeted like a shit ton of money for these over the top cinematics, and they look amazing. It was like by far worth it to buy the Master Chief Collection for.
Is it worth buying the Xbox One X for just like, will the Halo Master Chief Collection use the added benefits of the better hardware and the upped frame rate on the One X compared to the One? Does anybody in chat know?
I'm pretty sure every game does, but I know you're not going to get it in 4K.
Right. Well, I'd be playing it at my PC, so it'd be 1080p.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
Council Master, teach me.
I haven't looked into Xbox
No,
One X
I
at
mean,
all, so.
I know they update some for the One X, but I mean, if you're not into Halo, there's no point. So if you're into Halo, great. If you're not,
That's the only reason I would be buying it, would be to play through the Halo series, because I know that those titles will never come to PC, playable on PC, and I feel like I will regret it if I don't go and play them.
I mean, I understand Microsoft is pushing their own console and all, but
Mhm.
after like you started seeing this integration with the Windows Store, why in the fuck do they not push PC, even if it's a little bit?
Well, I don't know why I just was even saying to myself that I'm gonna have to see if my Xbox works, because this new Halo is gonna be on PC.
Right.
It's gonna be an Xbox Play Anywhere title,
Yeah.
so you'll be able to play it on your PC anyway.
Xbox One X is $450. Oh my
Yep.
lord.
Nope.
I have one.
Do you like it?
I do.
You do?
But it's also like, I mean, for $450, you get a machine that can do a lot. You know?
Yeah, this is, I mean, for somebody who's like, I want to be able to play video games, watch some 4K content for an all-in-one, it's a great fucking solution.
Yeah.
Like, it's impressive, the amount of hardware that they can smash into a tiny thing. But wow, I don't know. For some reason, I thought that it just wouldn't be that expensive still. But I guess it's only been, 6 months since the One X has come out?
It's been a little longer than that, but
Okay.
it's been less than a year. So
Roger. Myself, I'm pumped for a new Halo. The new Ori looked awesome. I'm definitely excited for a new Metro Exodus. All the Metro games are awesome. Jimmy, you should play them.
I've heard good things. I actually own them. I just haven't played them.
Nice. I've been excited about We Happy Few for quite some time, except that the game got pulled from the Steam store because of how buggy it was. So I never got a chance to play it. I'll wait for the full release to come out. The Division 2 trailer looked okay. It got me I think I might buy it because I thoroughly enjoyed revisiting the Division like a month or so ago with Weenie. But when the game first came out, it was nowhere near worth the money that was spent, or that wasn't spent because I didn't.
So it comes out mid-March next year.
Yep.
You buy it mid-March 2020.
Yep. And then have
it's
some
gonna be
fun.
full of hackers and bugs and every fucking thing else they keep pushing into that shit.
I'm glad that they didn't try and make it like this massively PvP game that you're going to have these awesome interactions with other raid groups around. It's like, no, just show it for what it is, a grindy bullet sponge PvE game that you're just going to play with your friends. And thankfully they kind of steered it in that direction, which I was happy to see. I haven't played any of the new Tomb Raiders. I actually own them all. Haven't played them yet. I plan on playing them soon. And Cyberpunk definitely had me a little bit psyched. I had never seen or heard anything about this game whatsoever. So seeing it for the first time, it looked like a futuristic Borderlands. Where like Borderlands is already kind of, I feel like Borderlands isn't futuristic. It's just set in another universe where things are a little bit different. But this looked like futuristic Borderlands with a different art style, and I thought that was sweet looking. So definitely hyped about that. Also on day 2, Bethesda had quite a decent press conference, I think. The titles that they released that kind of piqued my interest: Rage 2, Elder Scrolls Legends, Doom Eternal, Wolfenstein Youngblood, There's also a Wolfenstein VR game that they did not talk about on the conference at all.
No, they did.
What? Really?
Yeah, that and Prey. There's a Prey VR.
Yeah, they had live. You could play it at their booth, but that was basically it. They're like, we have this and this, and if you want to play it, stop by our booth.
Right. Yeah, but they didn't show anything like regarding the game
No.
or go into detail. Okay. Elder Scrolls Online. There's a new expansion coming out. Elder Scrolls Blades, which is the iOS, PC, console, and VR cross-platform game. Interesting. Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls 6, and Starfield, which is a brand new single-player RPG title from Bethesda. They gave so little information regarding the newest Elder Scrolls RPG, Starfield. Doom, they touched on a good bit, and then Raids, they touched on a good bit. But for what from this conference were you guys most excited about regarding Bethesda?
Go ahead, Salty. You go ahead.
I mean, you guys know me. I'm not a huge Fallout fan. I think it's great that it's going to be going back to like a prequel style. First vault opened after the nuclear holocaust, and so that'll be cool. I think the Wolfenstein game looked amazing. You can play as co-op with a set of these twin women, and they both look badass. It seems like one of them's more of like a sniper and one of them's more of a fucking like CQ. Doom looked amazing. I never played the first Rage, so I guess I'll just watch that one. But Starfield is what I want to know more about.
Yep.
They put out like a 1-minute trailer, and they basically said, here's a trailer. This isn't going to be done for fucking years.
Yep.
Like, but this is like the first new franchise they have put out in 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
They've just been adding to their own franchises for all this time. So I am super excited to see what they do with this, because just judging by the animations, we might actually have a space game that's worth half a fuck.
Right.
Mhm.
All you got to do is beat Star Citizen, and you have my attention.
Pretty much. So that's it for me.
I'm excited for new Doom stuff because I played the shit out of that not first Doom, but the new first Doom, I guess, that they came out with. I love that game. It was a blast to play, so I'm excited to see some new stuff for it. I haven't played any of the Wolfenstein games.
You got it.
I know. After seeing some of the stuff that they showed off,
God.
are they? Do you have to play them in order?
They have correlating stories. I would.
Do they? Okay.
Yep.
I've
Wait.
only.
I was thinking about Metro, not Wolfenstein.
Oh.
Yeah, Wolfenstein, I don't think you have to play them in order.
Yeah, I don't think so. But Metros,
Yeah.
don't mind
I
me.
know, and I've been meaning to play Metro too.
Adiom!
Elder Scrolls Online. I only ever played it when it first released, and I did enjoy it. I thought it was actually pretty cool, but I also started playing it back when they didn't have like any features in it. Like there was no looking for group system. There was nothing like that. So it's cool to see that it's still going, and I'm assuming people are still playing it because
They said during the conference that more people are playing Elder Scrolls Online than all of their other games combined.
yeah, I thought I heard them say like 13 million or something.
Yeah,
Which I'm sure that's not. I'm sure that's not current subscribers via the like.
right.
Maybe there is, because I know they have like a free to play, or do they? I thought they had a free to play template for that game too.
I think what he said was more people have played the Elder Scrolls Online than all of our other games combined, as in like played it for 1 minute
Overall.
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't remember his exact words.
Right. Which, I mean, if that game did improve on itself immensely from when I played it, that's awesome, because even the amount of time that I played it, I was having a good time with it.
The crowd got loud when they were talking about Elder Scrolls Online, so I can only imagine that people enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if they keep it in the same line of the lore and all that stuff, like there's a lot of diehard Elder Scrolls people out there, so can see there being a lot of people enjoying that.
Trying
The
to see
Elder
how much
Scrolls
it is.
Blades games, I still don't really understand what the fuck that's about. Like, I don't understand how you can crossplay a mobile person with a VR person. Like they said, you
Right.
could crossplay from iOS all the way up to like HTC Vive, and it's like, so am I gonna get into my HTC Vive and see mobile graphics and like swing my sword like once at this guy and
Right.
that's the game? Like, I'm super curious. I mean, it's gonna be free, but I'm still kind of curious how that's gonna work. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's gonna be entertaining for some people to play, but
I think this is a stat. Like, I think, again, people are seeing that there is a huge market for mobile gaming, but it's all about just striking gold. And I think this is them at least just trying to make something work on mobile. Because, like, if any streamer looks at the stats for where people are watching streams, over half people watch on mobile. There are a shit ton of people who watch streams from mobile. I was actually very surprised when I looked to see how many. So there's a fucking market, and when we have $1,000 computers in our pocket that can go anywhere with us, it makes sense that they try and hit that market.
right.
Yep.
I'm excited for Fallout 76. I know there's a lot of people that are kind of bummed that it's not another single player RPG, but I think the idea of an online version of Fallout is something I'm looking forward to. There's a lot of people that are not excited about the griefing that might come with being able to send off nukes on each other in game and like build up your own little, fortress / housing area in the game, and then all of a sudden possibly get nuked. That I'm sure that could be frustrating, but I would hope that they've obviously planned a way to make it so that if you want to play that game and not get completely griefed out of your mind, that they're going to have ways that you can kind of still interact with an online world and not be in a server with a bunch of people who are going to just shit on you the entire time.
Right. And they didn't go into any of the details regarding the nukes, how hard it would be to get the codes to make the nukes happen. And they didn't discuss whether or not the nuke would level your building or not.
Mhm.
Like, does it just kill you and all of your, companions? Or
Right.
does it completely level? Because I can't imagine it being easy to be able to level somebody's establishment. Like, all of that hard work, just being able to level it with one nuke. I doubt that's how they're going to be doing it. But they're also probably going to be testing that when the beta comes along. If you pre-order the beta, you're dead to me.
I don't think you have to pre-order to get the beta. I didn't remember them saying that, but I think they just said you had to sign up for it, and then I saw everybody in chat saying that the website was down already. As soon as they
Oh,
announced
yeah.
it.
Well, as soon as I heard him say the word playblades.com, I went to go to the website. It was just a white page. It was nothing. I thought, okay, maybe I was mistaken. I thought it was you only got access to the beta if you pre-ordered.
But yeah, and then Starfield, if they can make a game as good as Fallout and fucking Elder Scrolls, but in space, I'm so down for that.
Right, for sure.
So fucking down for that.
The only way I really felt about the Bethesda conference was everything I'm really excited about is not coming out for another year at least. So that's kind of how I felt. Cool. Fallout Online. I didn't want to play Fallout Online, but cool. Elder Scrolls on your phone. I don't want to play Elder Scrolls on my phone, but I guess that's cool that you're throwing that out there. Starfield looks like maybe it could be cool. Wolfenstein, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just felt like, it was a good conference, but the stuff I was most excited about is not going to be out for a while. So
There was a lot throughout the entire conference. There was a lot of, hey, we're working on this. See you 2020. It's like, what?
yeah. But I mean, I'm not saying they make big games. So, I mean, you take as long as you need. Put the game out when it's ready to come out.
Right. Also, I just want to show one thing.
Oh,
I did
nice.
I did it!
You're a big boy now.
I'm trying, man.
You're a big boy.
I feel it in my teeth. I'm
There
a
you
little fuzzy all up in here. I didn't play Rage Game. 42, were you all done?
Yeah.
Come on, what you got?
I was gonna say I never played Rage either, but what they showed off looked cool. So
Okay. Rage, I didn't play the first one, have no idea. As far as Elder Scrolls Legends, I'm not a big video game dude. I don't even like playing cards in real life. So card games and video games do not interest me whatsoever. I haven't played the new Doom yet, or the old Doom. So I'm excited about the new Doom because I've heard so many good things about the old one. But equally as excited. I haven't played any of the Wolfensteins. Again, I've heard good things. I know they're awesome, but I have not been able to say for myself quite yet. And then the Elder Scrolls Online, I'm so torn. I've been saying that I've been wanting to give it a try for months, maybe even years now. And nothing has compelled me to buy it. I have a fear that it's going to take over all of the other video games that I like to play. I'm afraid that I'm going to get into it, and then... Is that a Michigan State ahead?
Show is.
When and where and why?
Spartans.
It was a free hat. Like, I got... Yeah, it was a free hat. I got to pick one out, so I was like, I'll take a Michigan State hat.
Okay. Fair enough. I just saw that. I'm like, wait a fucking minute. That is not the Detroit hat he bought at the Tigers game.
No, this happened like a few months ago. I was like, yeah, I'll take a Michigan. I've always liked the the color scheme of the hat. I'm like, yeah, I'll rep a Michigan State. I don't give a shit. Cool hat.
Dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to give it a shot. It looks like it's $40 on Amazon right now. It is a one-time buy. It's an MMO. That's a one-time buy, which is cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot soon. I know that there's going to be a point where I'm not going to want to play any Battle Royale games. I'm not going to have a game to play. I'm going to want to try something new. This will probably be something that I want to get. So keep it in the back of my mind. Fallout 76, I'm not as big as of a Fallout fanboy as I know a lot of my friends are. I'm excited for another Fallout game. I enjoyed Fallout 3. I never finished 4. I've talked about this on stream before, but I played Fallout for the wrong reasons on stream, and I got sour about it, and now I have a bad taste in my mouth for Fallout. So I need to, one of these days, grow my balls and replay 4. I've been thinking about replaying it in VR, because it'll be like a new game, and, you know, I'll be able to enjoy the VR experience. It's a separate buy, isn't it, 42?
it is. And as long as you can get past some hiccups with performance, it's fun. Really fun.
Okay. All right. I'll give it a shot.
You can
Obviously,
test my one too if you want.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. I'm down. I'm obviously excited for another Elder Scrolls games because I just dumped 80 hours into Skyrim and loved every fucking minute of it. But I'm not getting overly hyped because I know we're not going to see it for a super, super long time. We're going to see it next E3. We're going to hear about it at the E3 after that, and then maybe even another one after that. So I'm obviously excited because I have thoroughly enjoyed Elder Scrolls games since Morrowind, but I'm not getting too hyped. And then, of course, Starfield, knowing that there's a brand new original franchise that they're coming up with. When's the last time they fucked that up? It's been a while. So
like I said, I think it's the first one they've done in like 22 years, like a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm. So I'm pumped. All right, day 3. We have both Ubisoft, Mebesoft, and then Me Be Hard. Both Ubisoft and PlayStation both had theirs on this day. As far as Ubisoft's goes, The Division 2, which is going to be I fucked this up a little bit. Yeah, Division 2, which is going to feature 8-player raids with 3 free DLCs coming out in the first year of the game. Skull and Bones, a badass looking pirate game, and then Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So did anything tickle your fancy regarding these 3 titles? Or any other titles that I didn't mention?
Real quick, Last of Us 2, can't wait. Resident Evil 2, I love the first one. I never thought I was really going to enjoy Resident Evil, but the remake of Resident Evil was awesome, and I thought it was really good. So the second one should be great. I can't wait for that.
We didn't even talk about PlayStation yet.
Oh, sorry. I was just going down the list. Oh, sorry.
You be going
Ubisoft.
too fast.
I'm sorry. Skull and Bones. Yes. Assassin's Creed Odyssey looks cool. That's all.
Like, not getting
I
the
just
division.
looked up. I'm like, PlayStation.
Yeah. Wait, do you have a PlayStation?
Yes. I have a PlayStation 4.
What's the last title I would have seen you play on it?
God of War. I've been playing that. I mean,
That's right. But
yeah.
I haven't been able to see that because I want to play that game.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. And you should just play it blind. It's great. Great. Yeah.
Boy.
Good. Boy. No, dude. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump ahead. Skull and Bones looks really cool. I feel like that is more exciting to me than Sea of Thieves and Assassin's Creed. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed in its entirety in a while, but the whole ancient Greece thing and with like Greek mythology seems really cool to me. So I'll see how that reviews out, because that could draw me in, maybe. But I would. That's the game I would not buy on release. It would just be one of those. I'll get it later.
Okay.
I didn't watch the Ubisoft one at all. I actually didn't follow any of it.
You are dead to me.
I haven't seen
Montreal.
any of the Skull and Bones stuff, which I gotta watch. As soon as I read Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I instantly thought of Mario Odyssey, and I was like, whoa. But I know it's not anywhere near that. I was actually just gonna ask, what is Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Is it like
It's Assassin's Creed set in like ancient Greece.
interesting?
Yeah.
The only E3 that I watched was Bethesda. That was the only E3 that I watched the entire time.
You didn't watch the Devolver Digital fucking.
I have it bookmarked. I'm still gonna watch it because I know it's fucking awesome.
It's
They're
ridiculous.
they're
so
so
fucking
good.
crazy.
Yeah.
Skull and Bones, 1000% is the only game I want to play from Ubisoft
It
ever.
looks cool. It looks
It's-
cool. Like I could see us playing that together.
It looks like Black Flag remastered.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks so good. So I'm hoping it's going to be not online only and just like a straight up fucking story based game like Black Flag was.
Yep. Which I did just buy that a couple weeks ago, and I'm kind of excited to play it pretty soon because you guys have spoke about it highly.
I haven't played it in many years, but I had a lot of fun playing it. It was a good game. So.
Yeah. I don't like Assassin's Creed, and Black Flag is not really an Assassin's Creed if you ask
it's more of a
Assassin's
pirate
Creed
game than a-
aficionados.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So-
more of a pirate game.
I'm not excited for Division 2. I'm hopeful that the company learned from their mistakes in the first game and they're just trying to focus on making a better game. I won't be buying it out of the gate, but I'll be keeping my eye on it because I like the PvE aspect of the Division. Just Friday night, sit down, have some drinks, kill some enemies, group up with people, and that's what it's good for. I don't remember them really talking about the PvP aspect too much. I didn't watch any of this live. I'm just reading summaries of what's going on. So I'm just kind of like, it depends on how they're going to market this game. And I think if they go strong into the group up with friends and verse computer enemies instead of PvP, I think they'll have a much better time. Skull and Bones looks fucking dope, and I don't really care for Assassin's Creed that much, so Odyssey's whatever. I've heard really good things about, is it Origins? The one that's in Egypt?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Heard good things about that one. Again, but just no desire to play it. But chat has done a great job at just picking my games for me. I feel like I shoot myself in the foot with video games because I judge them on how they look, and I don't think that I'll like them, and then I play them and I end up liking them. So
No.
I'll leave it up to chat to choose what games I play. All right. PlayStation. Couple of titles that were hot and bothered. Last of Us 2, Resident Evil 2 remake, Death Stranding, which by the way, this was their 4th fucking trailer. Like new, like every trailer has been different from the last. Nobody has any idea what's fucking going on still in the slightest. New Spider-Man, and then a new game called Control, which I'm fucking pumped about, but I'll let you guys tear this apart first.
Real quick, Last of Us 2, like I said before, love the first one. The second one's going to be great. That'll be an awesome game. Resident Evil 2 remake, excited about. Even though I'm not really into playing scary games, but I thought I thought this game was the first Resident Evil was well done. I think this one will be too. As far as Death Stranding, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, the graphics and everything looks amazing, but I almost wonder if this is a type of game that's like, it's going to be one of those games, I think, that is going to it's going to look amazing, but it's just going to be just weird. You know, like you're not going to be able to.
Playable movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but that's kind of how I feel. Oh, yeah, that's not even in there. Thank you, Fawnin. Ghost of Tsushima, the samurai one, that looked amazing, and I'm excited about that. Thank you, Fawnin. That was awesome. That's a PlayStation exclusive.
I don't know what that.
Yeah, you need to check it out, dude. It's got they did an amazing trailer and a gameplay trailer too. It was awesome, of this game, and we are basically like a samurai, and shit's going down in Japan, and it's like 19th century Japan or late 18th century, but it looked really good.
You know what? Never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's pretty much it. Spider-Man looks cool. Control. I think I remember watching that trailer, and I see the notes here. Same devs as Quantum Break. Quantum Break wasn't a bad game. I think it was a game that it was very average at what it was doing, and that it had some FMV and stuff mixed in. I think if it had released at a lower price point, it would have been perfect for that game. I think if it had released at $40 instead of $60, it would have been the perfect price point. But Quantum Break was not a bad game. Just wasn't a great game.
Yeah, Chad, I wanted to ask this question. For those of you that played Quantum Break, I remember when that was one of the release titles for the Xbox One, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So
no, it wasn't a release title.
But just hyped up.
Yeah, it came out. Xbox had probably been out for maybe 2 years when that game came out.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. If there's anybody in chat who played Quantum Break, feel free to let me know what you thought. I remember seeing things about the game and it being very hyped up, extremely cinematic, a gorgeous looking game with a good storyline. But I remember reading a lot of negative things online about it.
It's a game that has like 22, 25-minute cinematic episodes in between parts of the game, like full video, like a Netflix episode.
Wait. Total 25 minutes or 25 minutes long?
Long. Like you watch an episode of some shit in between. Yeah, it's like a TV episode. Like they tried to merge a TV show with a video game. It was basically what Quantum Break was.
Weird.
Like, yeah, it was weird. But it was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of cool. But
okay. Interesting.
I don't really.
Ladies.
But
any of those?
No.
You don't have a PlayStation.
I have a PlayStation 4.
You don't care about
Spider-Man looks good. That's probably
you didn't like The Last of Us, bro?
The Last of Us is not a game I'm paying for. I will watch somebody else play that game for fucking free.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not like
You
games
watch
like
me
that.
play
I
some
don't
of
want
that,
to. I don't want to pay for games like that. I mean, I don't want to watch any more trailers they put out for it. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch. I need somebody on Twitch to play the first one back to back with the second one, and then all will fucking be right with the world. At me, bro. Death Stranding is becoming a fucking meme.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope Norman Reedus got paid an astronomical amount of money because isn't that a Kojima game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretty sure this was like right after he split. So he was just like, all these fucking crazy ideas that I had the last 30 years while I've been smoking opium in my basement are coming out in this fucking game. Jesus. It is just, it's out there.
It's
These
out
Yeah.
there.
fucking weird babies everywhere. It's just got like jars of babies.
Yeah,
Not
it's
about
a weird,
that life.
it's a weird game. Yeah.
Resident Evil, don't really care. Spider-Man did look good. That one I might actually buy because oddly enough, the last Spider-Man game that I thought was great, I played on PlayStation 2. Control looks cool, but I feel like out of all the games so far, the only one Skull and Bones, that's it. Out of everything we've talked about so far.
Yeah.
Is the only one where I'm like, I'm buying that game. I
Yeah.
don't give
Okay.
a fuck if it sucks.
I mean, you will.
am so fucking sick of seeing the words Hideo Kojima after playing Metal Gear Solid 5 because for those of you who haven't been watching me play it, there are credits after every single fucking mission in Metal Gear Solid 5. It is so incredibly stupid. If this game wasn't sub-selected, I would have stopped playing it strictly on that. It is so stupid. There's no reason for me to see credits 30 to 50 times before the game is over.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
I stopped playing that
A little
game
narcissistic.
Little bit.
myself. I started playing Metal Gear 5 and then stopped playing it because I was just, I don't know. I wasn't having as much fun as I thought I was going to have.
I'm pretty about it. It started out rough. I got excited about it, started having some fun. By the 23rd mission, I'm still not like I could just kind of care less about it.
Right.
I'm just whatever. It's a cool game, but there's little first of all, it being a terrible port. I can't stand when games are ported to PC and they don't even bother to put a keyboard layout for remapping controls.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Stupid. Game mechanics are wonky as shit. Losing to a 13-year-old blonde child with a fucking samurai sword almost triggered me off the goddamn planet. But the game's alright. The game's, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. That's how I feel like the next game will be from him. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. What you think, 42? What you think?
I don't have a PlayStation, so I didn't really even watch this conference. I'm happy for everybody who's getting Last of Us 2. I'm not happy for the people that had to fucking switch from auditorium to auditorium during that goddamn Sony
that
conference.
was weird.
I was like, oh my god. I love that you
Yeah.
guys are trying to do something different, but holy fuck.
What
Yeah.
happened?
They had an audience. They were playing music before the start of they'd show like the preview of games, and then when they show the preview, and then they would move the audience to another location, right? That was their conference, and in the meantime, they cut away to like a set of Sony like live. They were talking live about some other stuff, but it was a train wreck. Like the whole thing just came off just forced and corny. You know,
They built like
Interesting.
in the parking lot of wherever the E3 conference was there, they built like a fake building that looked like the inside. So like at the start of the Last of Us 2 trailer, they showed like that dance hall where everybody was dancing around and the two girls were talking and then they got really close to each other.
they built it the same.
They built that dance hall. They built that room as like the area where everybody went in and piled in to watch the trailer for The Last of Us 2. And then as soon as The Last of Us 2 trailer was done, everybody left there and went to another building to watch the rest of the Sony conference. And I was just like, and everybody who was there watching the Sony conference on Twitch, like we watched the Last of Us 2 conference or the Last of Us 2 trailer, and then we had to sit there and wait for like fucking half an hour to watch the rest of the Sony conference. I was like, man, why don't you just do this at the end or something? Like, show us the rest of the shit first. Now we have to sit here and wait and watch them like sit there and discuss. They had like a live desk with 4 people, and they're just like, so what did you think about that? I like how they were doing this, and well, yeah, the game's going in this direction. I was like, fuck, I came. I don't even have a PlayStation, and I came to watch your guys' trailers, and I can't even watch them.
It was bad. It was
Try to
bad.
be cute.
Well, at least they didn't have Andrew WK.
I didn't think that. I thought that was kind of funny.
The
I thought it was
fuck you
cool.
say, you little shit?
I actually no, that's a joke. I actually thought that was
Okay.
awesome.
You know what I thought was
Woo!
cool about the Andrew WK thing was the audience reactions, and like they would pan to the audience and you see one person just like partying out, and then it showed the whole row and they were just sitting there like
Yeah.
hilarious, man. It was just funny as shit.
Nobody recognized him without blood going down his forehead.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people in that audience, I'm sure, had no idea who Andrew WK was. So, you know,
He's the man. We respect you, Andrew.
yeah, I like Andrew WK.
For me, I still have not played Last of Us 1. So I will most likely be one of those people that plays 1 and 2 back to back.
Dude,
Just-
you're gonna love it.
I know what happens at the end of 1 because I watched
Yeah.
somebody else play it, but I know
Yeah.
that I still need to experience it for myself. I've never been a Resident Evil fan, so the remake looked dope. I don't know if I'll buy it, but I might. Death Stranding, I've pretty much given the fuck up on. I just don't care at this point because it's fucking dumb. I just release a trailer for a game, release a game.
Mm-hmm.
Why have we abandoned this regular routine of video games? It's like trailer 1, trailer 2,
Because
teaser,
they
teaser
don't know
1.
what the game is gonna be, and the story's convoluted. That's why, dude. They're just gonna spend a ton of money, and people are gonna buy it because it's a Hideo Kojima game.
It's gonna come out for fucking Game Gear only, and then we're never gonna hear about it again.
Yeah.
Spider-Man I thought looked super dope, and then Control I actually didn't hear about until this morning when I was doing my research for the show today. I saw the gameplay, the cinematic gameplay, and I thought it looked fantastic. You're fucking somebody with superpowers and a gun. What two things go together better? I mean, I got hyped about it really fast. And then I heard that it was the same company that did Quantum Break. And then after reading all of the negative reviews online about the game, or not necessarily negative reviews, but just complaints, I feel like just from what I read, Quantum Break tried to do what Sony did with their conference. They just tried to get cute with how they made the game. They tried something different, and it just wasn't as well received as they might have hoped.
Yeah.
But I have a PlayStation 4, and now I did read that the PlayStation 4 was going to be stopping production pretty soon. But they still haven't said anything about the newest console, correct?
Bro, you read that wrong. You didn't read that from a reputable source. They're going to be making PlayStation 4s for at least the next 5 or 6 years, at least.
Not the Pro, the regular PS4.
Oh, I have no idea about that. Yeah.
I could have swore I heard. Here's the problem. This might have been me listening to sports radio, which I couldn't be counting on more out-of-touch people for gaming news than Detroit sports radio. But I thought that I heard that the PS4 was going to be halting production soon.
I haven't heard that.
I mean,
I haven't heard that.
if they lower the price on the PS4 Pro, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense if they did that, but unless they lower the PS4 Pro price, there's no reason. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe I might have heard it wrong. It also could have been the Vita that they were talking about. I could have been half listening.
So make a Vita?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Another game that was on PlayStation that we didn't talk about that I'm kind of excited about I'm pretty sure they announced it last year at E3 is Days Gone. And it's like a post-apocalyptic motorcycle game that looks really good.
Yeah, Sam
Zombies
Witwer is the voice actor and the motion capture actor for the game.
Who
It
dat?
looks awesome.
He's the guy who plays the in the Force Unleashed, who's like the Vader's apprentice.
I never played that game.
Yeah, and he does voice acting in a few other games. He does the voice in Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon. Is the voice of Kanan. No, that's Freddie Prinze Jr. I think.
Should I have played that game?
Yeah, I mean, the Force Unleashed, it's fun. Like, if you're a Star Wars fan, it's like a fun little romp. I mean, it's a fun little game. It doesn't take very long to make it through. Force Unleashed 1 or 2. Yeah, they're easy and they're fun.
Word. All right. Day 4. 0 hours remain. I don't think there was any. I actually completely forgot to put any Nintendo news in here.
Okay.
So
Feel free to be triggered, Vans.
yeah, sorry, Vans. Do you want to put a summary in chat? You're more than welcome.
The Switch wins E3. That's the basis of the
I
Nintendo.
I can tell you what Nintendo was right
Go
now.
for it.
Nintendo was, hey, look, sorry guys, no Animal Crossing news, but let's go ahead and show you half an hour of Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, which has every single character in every Smash Brothers that we've ever made.
It's
That's
like
pretty much
63
that
or
was-
64 characters.
There's 65 currently that are currently known to be in the game. You know there's going to be more than that. So my guess is the rosters, when it's all said and done, is going to have at least around 70. You know, it's just, which is insane. You know,
Are you?
there was a couple other things announced, but dude, that's an amazing number.
You sound a little salty about that Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I like Animal Crossing. Yeah. I wanted
Well,
to,
and they announced
Mario Party,
like
also.
16 fucking games that are going to be playable on the Switch.
Yeah,
like-
they have a bunch of stuff that's coming out, but the big ones near future is Smash Brothers Ultimate and Mario Party. Those are coming to the Switch.
And the new Pokemon games.
And the new Pokemon, but it's I don't think it's like a regular. I don't know. I don't play Pokemon games.
It almost seems like it's the way they were plugging it in the presentation. It seems like it's almost like,
a
an AR
companion game.
Yeah,
It's like a companion
fucking
game for
Tamagotchi.
Pokemon Go. The
But-
Pokemon Go game that's on your phone, they made a companion game for the Nintendo Switch.
I
And
will
that's coming out.
100% be buying a Switch in the future because of all the titles that I honestly didn't think would ever make it.
Dude, I'm excited. It's being a Switch owner right now is amazing. So
Can you guys confirm? I found a summary that I can read off. Can you guys confirm or deny that the amount of websites that have full page pop-ups now is off of the fucking charts, or is it just me?
I use an ad blocker, so I never seem to get those.
I have an ad blocker too, but the websites that I go to, ad blocker gives no fucks about them. It is Chrome asking for my location, asking for access to hardware. It's full pages trying to get me to sign up for newsletters or to get 10% off their. It's fucking everywhere right now. It is insane.
Thanks, UK. I mean, for a while there, it was just a lot of privacy shit with the new UK laws going in effect, or the EU laws going into effect, I should say.
Right.
But
Terrible.
you got to use multiple fucking. You can't just have pop-up blockers anymore because a lot of the websites are going to overlays. So you got to have overlay blockers as well.
Okay. I should probably jump on this.
Yeah.
All right, copy pasta. Quick Nintendo overview: Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC, Pokemon Let's Go, Super Mario Party. There's a fucking reason to buy a Switch. That is the only reason you need. I hope to God. The reason I love Mario Party is because of the mini games. I just want to play the mini games. I don't care about the Mario Party board
Somebody
games.
somebody said it in chat though that get this game and then hate your fucking friends.
Mhm.
Yes.
Ruin
Dude.
all your friendships. That is the monopoly of video games.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, we used to play Mario Party on the N64, Mario Party 1 and 2 with my high school buddies. And we used to we would get in full out fights. We would hate each other over this game.
I'm telling you, it's the monopoly of video games.
Yeah.
Star
it's fun.
Switch right at the end of the game. Make you lose a best friend real
Yep.
quick.
Yeah.
Reset button, bitch.
Fire Emblem, Fortnite coming to the Switch, Overcooked 2 coming to the Switch, Killer Queen, Hollow Knight,
I thought that was
Octopath.
cool too.
What?
Hollow Knight coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that
actually
came out, that and Fortnite the same day as the Nintendo thing. Was kind of cool.
Cube gifted Hollow Knight to me, so I'm going to be playing that actually pretty soon.
Right up your alley. It's a good game.
I'm excited about it. Looks fun. And that kind of seems like the most of it. I know a lot of people psyched for a new Super Smash Brothers. As long as there's an online multiplayer, that's all I fucking care about. I
There will
don't
be.
care
There
about-
was on the. I think there was on the Wii U.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there should be.
Fortnite coming to Switch is dope. That's a whole another $1 billion that they're going to be cashing in on. Mario Tennis Aces. They didn't really release that at E3, but that's going to be coming out, and I'm excited for that as well. Jimmy, bring your Joy-Cons because I only have 2.
I will bring my Switch and my Joy-Cons.
Okay.
Do I need to bring both sets of Joy-Cons or just the ones that come on my Switch?
I don't know. Because it's 1 Joy-Con per person, right? One hand cramp station per person. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. The first time I played the Switch with Vans, he brought it over here, and I've got pretty big hands, and playing with that off the Switch is just the worst fucking thing they ever created.
Yeah, when you're playing with a little teeny half controller, dude, it's hard, man. It's hard.
I think Aces comes out the day that you guys get here. So if that's the case, I'd like to buy it and we can give it a shot.
Cool.
Other than that, we have the Walking Dead game that's going to be coming out, Hitman 2. Astroneer had a full on out of early access trailer that looked freaking dope. The Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC, talked about that. They announced that GameCube controller will be offered. GameCube controller support will be offered for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And then there is this new game called Satisfactory, which looks like fucking Grav.
It looks more than satisfactory.
I don't want to get too hype about it though. It looks like Grav, but the basis of the game is a factory building simulator.
Look, you can say
I need the combat and Grav.
Was there not a lot of combat in the trailer?
This game is literally you building factories.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna get. I'm gonna get a little excited.
Amazing, though.
Yeah. Any final points on day 4? All right. Well, do you guys? I know Salty and Middle Age. You guys have had a long Father's Day. Do you want to dive into this final Twitch topic or forego it?
Yeah, it's not going to take long.
I don't think it'll take long either.
Okay.
At all.
So there was a little bit of a online kerfuffle, if you will, these past couple weeks. There was an announcement where Twitch said that affiliates were going to be getting payouts 15 days earlier. So the way that Twitch payouts work, if you get subs, if you get gifts, if you get subs or bits, if you're a partner, you get paid every 30 days. And if you're an affiliate, you got paid every 60 days. So if you start streaming in September and you make $100 worth of tips and subs within the parameters of September, you do not actually get that money until November 30th. So even if you get bits on September 1st or September 30th, you get one payout every 60 days. So it's 60 days after the first month where you get $100 worth of revenue. So that's the one downside to people donating or tipping with bits and with Twitch subs and stuff like that. You don't see the money you make in that month for another 60 to 90 days sometimes. And that sucks, but Twitch has been slowly trying to make a difference in that field. Affiliates now get paid every 45 days and 45 days as opposed to 60 days, with the payout period for partners not moving whatsoever. And that got some people angry on the internet. There was a lot of bantering back and forth about how affiliates felt like they were getting favored over partners, how no new features or perks were getting announced for partners lately, and some people saying, "Whoa, we're all a family. This isn't competition. What happens to us in this little group happens to everybody." And you've got the other people who have the mindset of every other streamer on this platform is competition and you have to fight for your life in order to make it. So I want to know what kind of banter you guys saw online, people arguing about this, and your thoughts. Do you think that the line in between affiliates and partners is slowly disappearing? Do you feel like there isn't that much of a difference between the two? Or if getting a partner isn't even that hard nowadays and it doesn't even matter? I want to know your thoughts.
I'm going to make this short because I feel like we have gone for a while tonight, and I know we have a few questions. So, in my opinion, Twitch is a constantly changing platform because it's growing rapidly, and there's a lot of money that's being made by some people, and they're trying to. I think they've done the right thing with the affiliates and trying to make it so that if you are not a partner streamer, you can still make an income on Twitch. With that said, the reality is, in my opinion, you dictate the majority of what happens on your channel. And for people to get upset about something that has really absolutely nothing to do with what they're doing on their content and what they're creating, I think it's silly to get upset about. So that's just my opinion. I think it's cool that Twitch is rolling out new features. I think if I was a partner, I would like to think, and I'm pretty sure I would feel this way, that I think it's just great that they're rolling out new features for every affiliate. I mean, you're still partner, you're still one of the top less than or 1%, 1 or 2% of the platform. You know, not even that much. So
yeah, less than 1% if you're a partner.
1% if you're a partner. Shoot, man. I mean, you're the best if you're a partner, allegedly. So who gives a shit? You got to control your own content. Anyway, that's my only real thought.
If I was a partner, I would kind of be put off by the fact that there has been so much done with the affiliate program and expanding that over the last couple of years. But you're still a partner. And at the end of the day, at least I know for a fact, 42 and Knackers, you can attest to this for sure. Have you ever been involved with an online community in which cliques arise?
Never.
That shit's gonna happen.
Yep.
The grass is always fucking greener on the other side. So, I mean, I think it's cool. They definitely need to be like paying people in this day and age is an automated program. It should cost you jack shit. I set up my fucking direct deposit at my work 6 fucking years ago. I have not touched it since. I still get my fucking paycheck every week. So I don't understand that so much. I mean, I guess they don't want to have to fucking make up paperwork. I don't understand just not paying people out like monthly.
I mean,
month. It's not that fucking hard.
But how hard is it? I mean, if you look at the numbers, you would have to do payroll for 200,000 to 300,000 people. I assume that's got to be difficult to do a bi-weekly payment.
You wouldn't have to put hands on that. It's fucking Amazon.
Right.
You have the biggest supercomputers in the fucking world. Figure it out, dumbass. Jeff Bezos just made $3 billion yesterday in a stock change, and your stupid motherfucking ass can't figure out how to set up a counter and print a check.
It does seem like it should be something easy to figure out to be able to pay people bi-weekly.
They're not doing anything else. It's not like a regular payroll where they're taking out 401ks and fucking insurance and paying taxes. They're just giving it to you and making it you fucking do it. So you literally just have to cut a fucking check.
Yep.
For money that they were already earned. So I don't understand why that takes 45 days, but whatever with that.
I think it's cool that they're making it quicker for affiliates to get their money that they earn from streaming, but I can see where I can see where some of the partners are getting a little salty about it because there hasn't been. I mean, maybe we don't as affiliates see a lot of the new stuff that comes out for partners. Maybe they see it in their private emails and all the stuff that Twitch would send them, but maybe they're not getting so much attention lately, and maybe that's coming later. But yeah, I've definitely seen a few partners that I know on Twitch that are definitely throwing up a shitstorm about it. But the unfortunate part about it is that most of the people that I've seen that have been causing a ruckus about it are the ones that are starting to struggle.
Yeah.
Which it's like Jimmy said, it's like kind of like, is that their fault or is that your fault? Like, I don't know. That's kind of a
Well, in this day and age, in the millennial age, the first fucking rule of thumb when you are fucking up your own shit is to point at somebody else and say it's their fucking fault. They did it. It was them, not I suck and I'm not good at my fucking job and eat a dick.
The general consensus for up and coming people is that Twitch hasn't really done anything for the little guys, which I don't agree with. But up until this past year,
affiliate program,
right? Yeah. Up until this past year, Twitch has always just been favor the guys with the higher numbers, favor the partners, and that's how it's been forever. And now the spotlight is kind of being split in two. Partners getting some spotlight and the affiliates are getting some spotlight. And I was wrong about affiliate ship. Okay, when the program first came out, I was like, what the fuck is this achievement, like this not personality, participation award, bullshit. What is this? And then a couple shows ago when I did the research, seeing that affiliates only made up less than 10% of the 2.5 million broadcasters on Twitch, that kind of put it in perspective for me. I, like 42 was kind of touching on. Now, take this with a grain of salt. This is a bunch of affiliates talking about how partners should be feeling. So, do your thing, Salty. Go pee in a bottle. What? Oh yeah. Except no, wait. I thought you got affiliate.
I got it. I never fucking had put in an application for that shit.
Okay. So I think a lot of the bigger streamers are slowly starting to find out you can't just sit and play video games and make it anymore. You have to do something else. You have to branch out, try different things. You have to start to be creative. All the people that have just been playing video games for the past 3 years and have sat on top. Yes, it wasn't easy for them to get partner back then. You still had to be good. You still had to be creative. You still had to be, proactive with the content that you were creating. But the game is changing. You gotta do other stuff. You can't just sit on have a webcam, play video games, and expect people to show up. It's not going to work that way anymore. And I think that reality is starting to become these partners' realities, where they're like, "Oh, I'm starting to kind of go downhill a little bit. I'm not having as much fun. I'm getting bored. People are expecting things out of me that I don't really have the capability." Like, I feel like a lot of people that are jumping ship from Twitch to Mixer are ones that have gotten away with just playing video games. They got partner, and then they stagnated and went, well, I can't really grow anymore because this platform is too saturated, so I'm just going to try and jump ship and go to somewhere where I have a chance at being in from the ground up and getting massive exposure. So it's really hard for me to side with the people who are angry at this, because it's still an achievement to become an affiliate. To be a brand new streamer and not have any online connectivity. If you're just somebody who has just been gaming by themselves forever, and you discover Twitch and you try and start streaming with no friends online, like no leads, no gaming community, nobody to support you just because you're acquaintances, it's really fucking difficult to get those first 100 followers. 5 years ago, it took me. Now, I sucked as a streamer 5 years ago, but it took me a year to get those first 100 followers. And those first 5-10 concurrent viewers, that was really fucking difficult to get. So it's like, it's 15 days earlier that they're getting paid. Just let them have it. It's not that big of a deal. I side with the people who say that everybody's competition, because that's the truth. You are competing against everybody else on the platform. Because we're all competing against each other doesn't mean you have to be an asshole. Like, people in professional sports compete against each other, but still hold some sort of professionalism and courtesy for the other player. One of my favorite quotes is Steve Wozniak in the Jobs film, when he's telling Steve Jobs off. He said, "You can be gifted and a good person at the same time. It's not binary. You don't have to be a fucking asshole in order to be successful at what you do." And I think that holds true on Twitch. I think a lot of people get into the mindset of I need to throw everybody I know under the bus in order to make this dream a reality. Like, I have to be full-time on Twitch. This has to be my career.
Look what happened with that dipshit who decided to try to call all those tech YouTubers out for fucking Computex. He
Bad
just
news.
fucking annihilated his entire career. This whole fucking world is so much more vengeful than anything else.
Yep.
Just fucking stay in your lane, focus on what you want to do, what you want to fucking achieve, and stop fucking giving a fuck what anybody tells you.
Right. And Twitter makes it so easy for people to just fucking whine and complain and to give their 2 cents about every fucking piece of drama that comes across Twitch's porch. It's just so fucking annoying at this point. But I see where the affiliates are at. I see where the partners are at. But it's a 15-day earlier pay period. I mean, affiliates were waiting 60 to 90 days for their money.
And that countdown doesn't start until you get to the 100 mark.
Correct.
And
so
then whatever you make after that up until they send the check is all included.
Yep.
That's fucking stupid.
So if you end September with $20 and then end October with 50 and then November with 100. Did I say November?
Yep.
No more scotch on the show, okay? If you get donations of September, but you don't hit the $100 mark until November, you don't see that money until the end of January.
It's fucking dumb as shit.
It's a long ass time. Long ass time.
And you wonder why nobody uses your fucking bits and shit all the time. So many of these guys, even the thing about it for me is like partner streamers and shit that still accept donations. You would think that Twitch would have an issue with that because of all the BS it creates on the back end.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm surprised they only moved it up 15 days. And with how PayPal has done a terrible job of protecting streamers still, you think that somebody else would come to the table with a new payment processing platform, but we just haven't. Again, it's like webcams, wireless mics, PayPal. Somebody fucking help us!
I mean, PayPal was Elon Musk's baby, so.
Was it really?
Yeah. The company that became PayPal. He had a different company. That's what he sold to make the money to start Tesla. He was 26 years old, and then he sold his company to the company that would become PayPal for like $100 million or some shit.
Wow.
You need to look up the old interviews of him because he was on like local shit because he's like getting a McLaren delivered to his fucking like townhouse. He's just like, yeah, I got a lot of money, so I just wanted to buy this cool car, and he has no hair because he hadn't gotten his fucking hair plugs and shit done yet.
Yeah,
it's just like he's like 26 years old, half bald, and he's driving a McLaren down some like alleyway. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Weenie just reminded me that they also announced that affiliates get loyalty badges, sub-loyalty badges. So now you get 1 month or 3 month to 8 year sub badges for affiliates too, which is awesome, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see why anybody would bitch about that.
Yeah, it literally doesn't affect anybody unless you're on their channel.
Right.
That's the fucking point.
My final point that I think gets overlooked is there is a certain status and prestige that comes with being a partner. There is that purple check mark, and that is what's the opposite of a deterrent? Is there a word? Like the same word, like a faux turrent instead of a deterrent or a pro turrent?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's out there somewhere.
Anti-deterrent.
Yeah. The anti-deterrent. When you get that check mark, when you become a partner, people subconsciously are drawn to you. Viewers want to be a part of a stream of a person who's gotten partnered. Smaller streamers want to be buddy-buddy with people who are partnered. People see the check mark, they're drawn to it. They want to click on the link. They want to see what they're up to. There is that status that comes with being that person. And I think that's something that gets forgotten about. Whether you think about it or not, you see it. When people get new partners, when people get partnered, they get an influx. They just get an influx of all these new people because people see that success. They see people going from non to a partner. They want to be a part of it, whether it's for selfish reasons because they want a partner to host them down the line, or they want to be able to play games with a partner, or they just are thoroughly, they get extreme enjoyment out of seeing a broadcaster that they've watched for so long finally get the purple check mark. And that's something that money can't buy. And that's a big thing. That's a big fucking thing to me. I really think that that's huge and that it's overlooked.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Question and answer time, motherfuckers. These are the questions that you guys submitted throughout the duration of the show. First one comes from Scopes. Did any of you watch the streamers who streamed at DreamHack?
Didn't watch any of DreamHack
Didn't watch
whatsoever.
DreamHack.
I
Sorry.
saw that Soda Poppin' did another sellout stream where they basically sit on a couch and people donate money with YouTube links, and then the YouTube links play on the stream.
Oh God,
Holy risky.
Risky?
Yeah.
That's beyond risky. That's fucking stupid, but it's Soda Poppin', so what do you expect?
The one clip that I saw was a clip of an old movie, and it was it's a bird, it's a plane, it's stupid fucking mistakes, man. And it was Dr. Disrespect.
I saw that one too.
That was the only thing I saw. But apparently they took all the money that they raised and they donated it to charity. So it was for a good cause, but that's the only thing that I saw. The Arbor asks, AMD Ryzen or Intel for my future PC build?
I'd say
Depends on what
Ryzen.
you're doing.
I mean, yeah, it really depends on what you're doing. So, if you're trying to build a bang for your buck machine, I mean, it just depends. Do you need more cores or not? Or, I mean, what type of, are you video editing? Are you streaming? Are you just gaming? I mean, shit. I don't know.
Agreed. If you are planning on only gaming, I would tell you to go to Intel because Intel's single core performance for gaming is still ahead of AMD's. If you plan on streaming or video editing, 3D modeling, anything that's going to involve multi-core performance, I would tell you to go Ryzen because you're going to get the more bang for your buck.
Yep.
Agreed.
Bell asks, opinions on Elder Scrolls mobile game they're releasing. We covered that. Mr. Vansman asks, who is everyone's favorite Smash Brothers character and least favorite?
My favorite is Ryu because I love Street Fighter and the moves are kind of the same. My least favorite ever was probably the Ice Climbers. I could never use them right. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Mega Man as my favorite, even though he was not competitive at all. I still enjoyed playing the shit out of him. Oh my god, the amount of times I played as him and just couldn't do shit with him because he was just wasn't a good character, but he was fun to play for me.
I like using him too.
Least favorite, Jigglypuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wholly useless.
Yeah. Salty?
Probably. I'm like caught in my head right now between Snake and fuck. I'm having a blank. Go ahead, Knackers. I'll catch back up.
Fuck.
My
Good
number
place to be
one.
stuck.
Number one favorite character is Sheik. And I think my least favorite was trying to do anything with fucking Donkey Kong. I could not do shit with Donkey Kong.
I had a much harder time with Sheik than Donkey Kong. I don't think Sheik's that easy to control, to be honest.
I think it was it in the last Super Smash Brothers where Sheik was a separate character? Because in Melee, it was Zelda, which turned into Sheik. But I would just play as Sheik the entire time.
No, the most recent one, it was a separate character.
Okay. Yeah, I fucked shit up with Sheik.
Sheik.
Figured out, Salty.
Samus.
Samus was your favorite or not favorite?
Those two were my favorites. Snake and Samus were my favorites, and then
Samus and the Zero Suit Samus? Or
was-
Snake? Oh, Snake.
Yeah. and I don't know. I always like to troll people and play as Kirby all the time just to piss them off.
Suck them up and
That's
eat their
everybody
powers.
else's fucking most hated character. All the people I used to play with when I was a kid, that was they fucking hated me because I would just play Kirby all the time and just shit on their face.
For Super Smash Brothers 64, Kirby was my favorite, but for Melee, it was Sheik for sure. All right, well, that is all we got for the question and answer. Thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. Listen to us dilly-dally about the E3 recap. What we're going to do real quick is go around the room, reintroduce you guys to everybody, and they're going to throw out their social media in case you guys want to find them online. So, Salty Sam, start with you, man.
My name is Salty Sam. You can find me on Twitch at Salty Sam, on Twitter at The Salty Sam, and on Instagram, Salty All Day. And maybe I'll be back here in 2 weeks.
My name is Jimmy, aka Middle Age Stream on Twitch and Instagram, or Middle Age Stream on Twitter. I'll be streaming twice this week, and that's it, because then I'm flying to Detroit. So I'll be on tomorrow and Wednesday, maybe a bonus Tuesday. We'll see if I got time, but yeah, that's it for me this week. So I'm excited, and you'll catch me on the internets in Michigan.
I am Mr. 42, and I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitch at Mr. 42, and also on Twitter at Mr. 42 TV.
And no plans, apparently.
No plans.
No plans. All right.
Just checking.
My name is Knackers. You guys can find me on this very channel or on Twitter and Instagram with Knackers. Wow. At Knackers with 3 A's. That will be the last time I drink scotch on the podcast. Thank you for stopping by this episode of Crocs and Hot Pockets. We will be back in 2 weeks for episode 65. Everyone have a fantastic fucking evening, and we will see you motherfuckers next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, you guys, if you guys got to go, you can go.
Love you.
Slay, I love you.